Hello everyone, and welcome to A Shakespeare Night's Dream. I'm Jacob, the Dungeon Master, here running the game for tonight. With me here we have...
JR, playing Hamlet from Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
I am Banquo from Macbeth. Oh, I am Dale. Banquo from Macbeth.
I'm Michaela, playing Catherine from The Taming of the Shrew.
I'm Danielle, playing Danielle from The Life of Danielle.
I am Heather, playing Cordelia from King Lear.
And so we shall begin. Our game starts off with most of our characters not knowing what they're doing right now. But in actuality, they're, unbeknownst to them, part of a story that other real people actually read. One of those people being Danielle, who is a librarian working in her library. It's a rather nice, large, round library that she's built up over the years, all by herself for the most part. She has a small staff that works with her, but at the moment, it's closing time. It's late in the evening. She's worked a bit of overtime and is staying late. What are you doing right now?
Shelving books.
Shelving books. Excellent. You're across the library. You're off in the children's section, shelving a few books that some rascals went to ran amok with earlier. And from across your library, you hear a thump. A very familiar sound to you of somebody dropping a book on the floor, which is really odd because you're positive you locked the doors and checked the whole library. No one else is inside of here except for you, or at least you should be alone.
Anyone here? I look around to see if I notice anyone.
There's silence. You hear nothing.
Oh my! In what direction is this coming from?
This is coming to your left from the I don't remember library layouts very well. Where are Shakespeare plays? In library.
in the literature section.
From the literature section, you hear these thumps. They're a bit off to your left.
I head that way, but first I put the children's books down.
You put the children's book down, and you begin walking down that way. Are you moving fast over there, or to catch whatever rascal this is, or are you tiptoeing very slowly so as not to get caught yourself?
So I read too many mystery novels,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to be tiptoeing my way to where I hear the loud thump, thump, thump.
Make a stealth check, please. First roll of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh.
Stealth check.
Exciting.
That is a 16.
A 16. You are stealthy. You're tiptoeing. You've read exactly how to do this. You know exactly how to do this. You've actually practiced it to yourself a few times at home, you know. Because, of course,
I wouldn't practice at home. I'd actually practice in the library when all of my employees have gone home for the night.
Naturally, of course.
Yes, Pink Panthering it.
You're tiptoeing, and you peer around a bookshelf corner, and you see several books just strewn about on the floor. It's hectic. Chaos. And it's terrifying because you know that one of them is a fairly old and authentic book that you've actually rebound yourself.
I'd like to look around and see if I can, tell as to why all these books have fallen off.
Make a perception check.
That is a 5.
You're looking around, and it might have been, maybe you left a crack open in one of the windows nearby, and maybe the breeze blew it all down. You're not positive. But as you're standing there, looking at these books, baffled as to what on earth might have knocked them down, the books begin to glow of their own accord, as if they're being lit, as if there's a light emitting from the books themselves, and it gets brighter.
I'm like
And brighter, and you can still see it, but it's kind of like you've got a light from like a lamp shining in your face. So it's not terribly bright, but it's still pretty bright. and it's just right there. It's illuminating everything all around you. And the light begins, and the light moves. The books are no longer going, but the light moves up in front of you into this large glowing portal. And you begin, and you think you can hear voices on the other side. And as you kind of lean forward, lean a bit closer, going, "What?" You begin to be pulled and sucked into the portal, and you cannot fight against it. It's pulling you.
This is worse than Sirius Black.
It's just like that. You're being pulled, and you feel a creeping sense of dread. It's coming worse, and the light encompasses you entirely, and your vision goes bright white, and you're inside of a castle.
I need to stop drinking Dr. Pepper before bed.
And you're a little shaky on your feet, and you're looking around inside of this room that you're in. Behind you is a set of double doors that are locked, that are shut. They're very large and heavy, like they're twice as tall as you are. Solid wooden, with large iron knockers and handles on them. And off to your left and to your right are 4 windows, 2 on each side. In front of you, far back, maybe around 60 or so feet, is a throne that has been cracked and broken. Behind it is a rather large tapestry, and leading from you towards that throne is a really tattered red carpet, and elsewhere the floor is all made of wood, and there are very faint and there are torches lit around the room, but they're very far and few between, and the room is very dim.
Oh, I probably can't even see after being blinded.
Whew. Most certainly. And as you kind of get used to the low light level, you realize there's 4 individuals crumpled around you. They're just laying down prone on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
They begin to stir.
What's going on here?
Oh my, where are we?
What? Is that me? What's going on here?
Is one of them still asleep?
To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. There's no other.
What?
Come again? Who are you people?
Who are you?
I might ask that of you all.
I'm sorry, say that again? He needs to speak.
I might ask that of you all.
You might.
Oh my.
Well, okay.
Do any of you know each other?
Pull out a dagger. What's going on here?
I'll grab my shield from the ground. It's like, well.
And then I look down at myself, and I realize I'm not a human.
You're not human. In fact,
I'm a oh my gosh, I always wanted to be a dragon. What in the world?
Daniel, your arms are all covered in scales. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are they blue or are they white?
I think I might have been a white dragon. I have resistance to cold.
You've got bright white scales going down your arms and your fingers. You have claws on your hands, and you're taller.
Well, this is kind of a nice bonus. Man, I really need to stop drinking Dr. Pepper before I go to bed.
What is Dr. Pepper?
It's soda?
What's soda?
It's a fizzy drink?
Okay, well, what are we doing? Why have you brought...
Whoa.
Switching the dagger.
Whoa.
Here.
Calm yourself, woman!
Calm myself.
And not just a woman. This woman is red-skinned, has horns, and a tail.
Are you like the devil incarnate?
The devil incarnate. I might as well have a devil to you, that's for sure.
And as you hold your rapier towards this woman, you realize your arm is red.
Oh. Is that... Oh!
Get thee to a nunnery.
Oh,
You
what are
badly need help.
Are you talking to me?
Inspiration.
I am speaking to the devil.
Ooh.
Inspiration.
Oh, snap.
And you look around at these other figures and you realize that they're all not necessarily human either.
As I'm kind of looking around, I peek over and suddenly I see wings popping out of my back, and I'm trying to figure out what
Look
is
like an
this?
angel. Man, did I read an Angels versus Demons book the other day? I don't think I did.
I look down at my super furry arms, my claws,
You're a cat.
and what's
You have
the tail?
What? There was no one in the library.
Does anyone have a mirror?
Honey, you don't want a mirror.
Hans.
My shield.
I do, and I'm gonna hold up a mirror directly to your face. Indeed.
You have no pupils. Your eyes are a solid.
And now you know
Solid
why
white.
I said enough.
Man, this
And
is like in Supernatural.
JR, what do you look like?
I have somewhat darker skin than I'm probably used to.
A little freaky.
Yes. I do not remember. No, I am clean.
We'll get thee to a monastery. The world needs no more of your ilk.
Words. My ears are bigger. Unfortunately,
Pointy.
because I can hear you better.
You're an elf, and you're
I
a
don't
tabaxi.
know what that.
Be a tiefling.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have
Excuse me?
like
Bless you.
angel-like wings. You're an ass. You're.
She's an ass?
No, I said an Azamar, but you're a tiefling, so I expect such crassness from you. What section of the library was I in?
And as you think on it, and you realize that you are in the Shakespeare the Shakespeare section.
You,
You.
Catherine. That's your name.
How do you know my name?
And you have to be Cordelia.
That I am.
Oh my gosh. You two, I'm not entirely sure about yet. I'd almost say you were Petruchio by the way that you're treating Catherine, but you look a little too.
Petruchio. Petruchio is
too
filled in wit,
loyal.
and this man is clearly lagging behind.
Oh my. Oh my.
That is
Well,
fantastic.
What is your name?
My name is Hamlet.
Oh. Well, that explains
If
it.
you must know.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to sound so, monstery. What's your
And
name?
my name, milady, is Banquo.
He called me milady. He totally is
Such
Banquo.
respect.
Such respect. Oh! I can't believe it. I'm with Shakespeare characters. And we're D&D characters. Oh man. This is a whole new realm of
Ooh.
me totally needing to go to bed sooner in life.
And you feel a bit dizzy as you start to whoa, oh my gosh,
This is like a play within a play.
what on earth is going on here?
Man, this is like Inception beyond Inception.
Seen plays
I
before, and
reach
this
over
is
to
no
help
play.
stabilize you. I'm like, are you okay? Do you need to sit down?
I need to... Wait. How the heck do I get out of this? I pinch myself? Because this obviously must be that they're all just figments of my imagination. No figment of their imagination? No, they have to be a figment of my imagination. Okay, I'm just gonna pinch myself and I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna be in the library, and I'm gonna tell myself I need to cut my hours back.
Roll a strength check.
How bad am I gonna pinch myself?
Do any of you want to look around while this weird dragon
Yeah,
woman
I
is...
shall.
I will
Yes.
look around as well.
Okay, roll perception checks, go ahead.
I can help you with that pinch.
I
I
don't.
thought I'd like her, but man, meeting her in my mind just Nope. She's off my bucket list.
Rude.
What'd you get for your roll, Danielle?
2.
A 2. You go to pinch yourself and you just you're while you certainly are stronger than you were before, your skin is also much tougher, or rather your scales, and you're not you barely even feel what you just did to yourself. Jared, what'd you roll?
17 for
I rolled
percent.
a 19.
Wow! So the two of you look around. You see exactly what I was just describing a few minutes ago. That very fairly dimly lit room. Looking out the windows, however, you see you can see that through these stained windows, not stained glass, but rather stained with just dirt and soot and dust. And looking out them, you see a barren gray landscape. There's nothing out there but waste. And looking around more inside the room, this throne is in fact cracked, and you think you can make out something maybe a little bit behind it, like behind the throne itself, which is, by the way, raised on a slight platform. It's only about a foot or two high, and there's a tapestry behind the throne, very large. It's 15 feet across, and it goes down almost from the ceiling to the floor. And it's a tapestry of a rather lovely young woman that's in surprisingly good shape. It is worn with age, clearly, but besides that, it's not in too much worse shape. Hamlet, you feel like you kind of recognize this woman a little bit, but you can't quite tell exactly. You feel like you have to look a bit closer if you wanted to look at this to get more information.
And I think I shall begin to approach the tapestry. And for those that are nearby around me, can hear me kind of say quietly to myself, "This bodes some strange eruption to our state. I don't like it." And I will start working my way towards.
Okay. As you approach, you feel just dread and a sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach as you look at this tapestry, and as you get closer you realize that this tapestry is of a woman you know. Her name is Ophelia.
I just once I realize what exactly is before me, I'm just starting off just going to kind of stop and take several long moments and just silence and just kind of staring off at this tapestry, probably with a 1,000-yard stare.
What do you see over there, my Lord Lackbeard?
It's the woman he loves. That's a actual depiction in my time of what Ophelia would have looked like.
Who?
Is Ophelia the woman he loved, the woman you mentioned?
Yes, he loved her, and then an unfortunate incident happened, and her life was gone. I see.
As you sit there staring at this and you're lost in your own thoughts, you hear this and you realize this woman knows a lot about your personal life. This strange dragon woman.
Wait, is she like an actual dragon or like half dragon?
She's a dragonborn.
Okay. Beautiful.
Lady of Scale and Claw, what do you know of me? And how do you know it?
You're probably all not gonna believe this. But you're all characters in plays. Like And you're all in this has to be a dream of mine. But, like, I know everything about you, Hamlet. I know your entire life story. I know how you die.
He does. Sorry. He does.
It can't consume that.
And Banquo dies, and Cordelia dies, and the only one who's left really alive is Catherine. You get a happy ending that I don't always understand. But
Excuse me.
But I don't know why we're all here. I must be having a really bad dream.
And when you
Insight
start,
check, please.
go
Just
ahead,
as a
go ahead,
side
roll an
note.
insight check. Yeah.
I must be
Is it
having
from
a
this
bad
Dr.
dream.
Pepper you talk about?
I'm thinking it must be because of this Dr. Pepper. I drink too much of this caffeinated drink at night while I'm cleaning up the library.
While you're not entirely certain, you're pretty sure that somehow this woman, this dragon woman, is telling the truth.
I'm thinking someone slipped salt water into my drink. That's what I'm thinking.
Why? Because you sound bitter?
No.
She
'cause
doesn't
nothing
need
is
the water
making
for that.
Sense.
Snap, crackle, pop!
No, she needs the wine
No,
Oh, she's whiny?
We need the wine.
to be bitter.
I was thinking she's just whiny.
If I am the wine, I am the good part, and you are the dregs.
The dregs.
The bottom part, the part that nobody likes.
What else is new?
Whatever.
The dregs, and wine doesn't have dregs.
The beer. The whatever.
JR, since you're at closest to the throne area, do you want to look around any more back there, or are you going to keep on, like, processing all this?
I'm going to be processing this, but since I've recognized the tapestry, I'm wondering if I'm going to recognize the throne as well, and so I would like to give that a closer inspection.
I would also like to
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I would like to investigate. Maybe if I see he's going to the throne, maybe looking around, see if I notice anything like any kind of other exit besides the obvious doors behind us.
Make an investigation check also. What'd you get, JR?
Actually, I'm going to re-roll it. That's a lot better. I used one of the inspiration. I got a dirty 20.
Cool. Nice. You look as you investigate the throne. You realize this throne is yours. And as you pace around it, you kick something with your foot. But when you go behind it, and looking down, it's a crown that's been snapped in two. It's a golden crown, and it's inlaid with several precious gemstones.
Mm-hmm.
And you recognize this. You also recognize this crown as your own, or what would have been yours.
Do I Okay.
You kick it with a very loud clang. You cannot hide this from everyone.
No, I'm not
What was
thinking about
that?
hiding it. No, I'm going to pick up the two halves and hold them together.
Excuse me.
Are you?
Where is my uncle?
Ooh. I don't think you wanna meet your uncle. I mean,
Oh, I think I do.
it's not real. It's not real. Let's not invoke any kind of spirits in my dream. We do not want a murder scene. Whew. What?
He's going to wish murder was as kind as I will get for his transgressions.
Oh my.
As this
heavy
rather
thoughts. Think
upset
heavy thoughts.
man is doing all this, what are you doing, Dave?
Well-
What'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Um,
And what are you doing with that?
kind of looking around, mostly like behind the throne. But I will also cut it off short once I hear him, and see him with the crown, because I want to walk up and cast mending on the crown.
Very well. This cat person somehow magically fixes your crown. We'll refer to it as such for simplicity's sake.
Oh.
I don't know. I just felt like it's something I could do.
Is that how our
This-
spellcasting is going to work? Like we just
These-
kind of.
However you want.
Okay, beautiful.
I don't know. I just.
And as the two of you sit here dumbfounded at what on earth is going on, the two of you are standing off the side. You hear an extra set of footsteps come out from behind the throne, and there's this wretched creature. It has dark orange skin, and it's covered in bumps and warts, and it's got long, skinny, pointed ears, a rather droopy nose, and it's bald, and it has no hair anywhere that you can see, not even eyebrows. And it comes out, and it's holding its hands in front of itself, kind of wringing them together, and it goes, "Yes, you shall do fine."
Instinctually bring the crown closer to my chest.
And this foul creature brings its hands up in front of itself and snaps them, and it disappears.
Oh no. It's like Dobby. Oh no. Oh no. Think happy thoughts. And this next.
And the set of double doors at the very back of the room slam open with a gust of wind, and there's a man standing there.
You've done it now. Ah!
One of your number recognizes him, maybe two, if we count Danielle, as Claudius. And he's standing there, sword in hand, and he looks right at you.
You are going to rue this day. And without breaking eye contact, I will put the crown upon my head and draw my blade.
Excellent. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Gladly.
Sweet.
Does Bangpo
Oh,
really say
holy smokes!
Smokes!
Sorry, I just saw my initiative modifier.
I got a terrible initiative modifier.
All right, hang on.
I think it's
I've got
fantastic.
a decent
I got a minus
initiative modifier. I have a +2.
And while you're all doing this, Claudius, by the way, is. Should I just describe him as you guys see him, or should I get a bit meta-y with this for simplicity's sake? What do you think?
Whatever you feel.
This man thing is standing in front of you. He's 8 feet tall. He has dark purple skin, and tusks come out of his mouth. He has long braided hair. He's wearing furs, and he is clutching a short sword in one hand, in his powerful orcish hands. Did anyone get initiative above a 20?
I got a 16.
15 to 20.
17.
18.
Okay, hang on. What'd you get, Daniel?
14. 2. Yeah.
Well, my rolls get better than this.
Aw. Sometimes the dice just don't like us.
If you're gonna
It's not
roll
my
low
fight.
initiative's not a bad place to do it.
That's true. Rolling bad on initiative is not that bad.
Michaela, the door slams open with a gust of wind, and there's this creature standing in front of you. What would you like to do?
He's got beef with Hamlet. I'm watching it out. I am standing there. I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Okay, towards the wall this way?
It's all awkward.
Just kind of like, yeah,
Just up against the
not
wall,
that
okay.
far back, maybe to here, same, yeah.
Okay,
For the mic.
great.
Oh, sorry.
Is that all that you want to do with your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Dale, what would you like to do?
Okay. So I see this guy, and I immediately clock him as a threat to this guy to... Yes, I see him as like... I don't like that guy. And so...
He doesn't either.
Yes, clearly. So I'm gonna... My shield, I'm gonna position...
Talk a little quieter, closer to the
Okay,
mic.
sorry. I'm gonna...
Yeah, don't do what I did. Sorry,
Each
future
square is 5
listeners.
feet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna move to be about right. there.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna cast Bless on these 3 people. So
Perfect.
on casting Bless on you, Hamlet,
Wonderful.
and then on
And please tell us what Bless does.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Bless,
I
you get a D4 to all your attack throws and saving throws.
Rude.
Attack rolls, saving throws. Well,
Perfect.
You clearly
And is that your
don't
turn?
want to fight. And then using my feline agility, basically it allows me to double my movement. I'm gonna move a little bit further back, so I.
Perfect.
So.
JR, it's Hamlet's turn.
Okay. So that's my dice. Starting off,
A little quieter close to the mic, please.
sorry. Starting off, as my bonus action, I will cast Misty Step
Okay.
to get myself 30 feet closer. Do you want me to
Go
move
ahead.
in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So 10, 20, 30, and then I'm going to use my full movement of 30, 10, 20, 30. We're going to get right into this.
You really are up in his face.
Uh-huh. So that is going to be one of my spell slots, and then I'm going to make both of my attacks against him.
Please roll.
I shall.
Gladly.
Oh, yes. Wow, okay, what's my modifier for this?
Add a D4.
That's right, I add a d4 to both of them.
An extra D4.
Yep. So what's that one? So that's a 3 on that one, and then a 2 on that one. So that is going to be 17 on one, 16 on the other.
Both hit.
Both hit. Wonderful. So, I want this man dead in the worst possible way.
Naturally.
So, what I'm going to do is I am going to, with each attack, add a divine smite into them.
Perfect. You're
So,
really wailing on this man.
So, it just for brevity's sake, Divine Smite is a paladin ability where I can use one of my spell slots to deal additional damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the...
Just tell me the total damage, please.
Okay, yeah. So that's... And they're both going to be first level slots. So, okay, so let's see here. 13... Got 13, 16, 19, 20. That'll be 28 points of damage.
Wonderful. You slash this man across his chest with your sword, right?
Yes.
Once, and a burst of light comes out as you connect with him, and you come back again and do it again. And as you hit him again, cut 2 deep cuts into his chest. And you're shocked at your own power for just a moment before you turn back into this rage at your uncle. Danielle, it's your turn.
Okay.
Heather, you're up next.
So, I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer.
Excellent. Please tell us what that does.
So, I tap into the nightmares of Claudius. A creature, so, of a creature with, so I pick Claudius.
Yep.
And create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. So I know Claudius's fear is that Hamlet will take the throne. So his greatest fear is now doubled as there appears a second Hamlet with the crown standing next to the other Hamlet.
Also wearing the crown.
Wearing the crown. And so the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration of the time. And at the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage.
Perfect. What is your wisdom's? What's your spell save DC?
15.
He fails. Roll your damage, also, please.
Yes. Where's the 10? I always forget which one. That's 27 psychic damage. And that's not adding anything, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So just a treat.
All right, Heather, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. I think I'm just honestly going to stand back and watch as she's trying to figure out what's happening.
What on earth is going on?
Yes. She does pull out her scimitar in case she needs to run in and help.
Mm-hmm.
And so she is ready, but at the same time she's still trying to figure out. So she's just going to stand back otherwise.
Right. Perfect. Excellent. In that case, it's Claudius' turn. Now, my dear nephew, let me show you what true power looks like. And he takes his sword and he looks past Hamlet and looks right at you, Catherine.
Oh.
And he goes, "Join me. I need you to make a charisma saving throw."
Oh crap! We're gonna have issues if I fail this. Oh, thank goodness.
That's what you do.
Let's say it's 23, dirty 23.
Woo! Excellent. You feel a strange compulsion to help this man before you go. What? No. Why? Why would I do that? And then Claudius, looking a bit disappointed and rather frightened of this double Hamlet vision that he's having, he then takes his sword and attempts to run it straight through you. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 19.
Okay. Well.
I am Squish. Just so you all know,
Yeah.
I'm Squish.
He takes his sword and he actually gets you right on your side. It's a glancing blow, but it burns. And you know what steel feels like when it slices you. But this is different. This is not regular fight. This is not a regular blade. This is something else entirely. This is poison. You take 15. You take 15 damage total.
Okay, cool. I will mark that down.
Michaela, it's your turn.
You dare try to tell me what to do?
Now he's done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now he's done it.
Okay. So for like normal sneak, wait, hold on.
Hamlet's right there, so you'd have your sneak attack.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask, because I have a special thing where I get sneak
Well,
attack
if you
if
can
no one's
get up to
around.
it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Oh yeah, you can get
yeah.
it.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration and give myself advantage on this attack roll, and I'm gonna
Perfect.
slash him with my rapier.
Roll to hit.
Oh, this might not be good. $15?
15.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Beautiful. So, all the maths. 38, and then plus 46. Mm-hmm. Four. 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. All right, I like it. As you stab this purple man with tusks through with your rapier, you slice him. Actually, a rapier is for stabbing. Just kidding. You stab him right in the side, and before pulling your rapier back out, and it feels good. Dale, it's your turn.
Okay. So, Okay, so I'm gonna move up closer to him.
As close as you can get.
Yeah, I can move 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
You've gotten up to the dragon woman and the angel woman.
Yes. Okay, so I will. Seeing this this man, I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
On who?
On
You can say the players.
the enemy.
Or the enemy.
Claudius.
Yes, Claudius. Thank you.
Oh, you don't want to cast it on anyone else?
Guiding Bolt is it's an attack.
I know.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
So I will roll.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, dice tray.
Okay, so that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, then that will be 4d6 points of damage, and the next attack against him has advantage.
That's really good damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's 18 points of radiant damage.
Perfect.
And the next attack roll against him has advantage. So
Excellent. That's wonderful. Well, Hamlet, you draw back your sword to strike at him, and
Wait, you mean Banquo?
sorry, yeah, Banquo. You strike him with you send out this guiding bolt straight at him, and you strike Claudius right in his forehead, and he shakes it off and goes "Rah!" and he slashes at you, Hamlet.
Okay.
Again, he rolls a 22 to hit.
That will strike.
You take 40 points of damage.
Ooh!
Okay.
And it's now your turn.
Okay. All right. Because he will go to the death. Doesn't.
I like
So I'm gonna stick with my original plan.
Mm-hmm.
I should do something else, but I'm sticking with my original plan.
Love it. Roll to hit.
Feeling the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Staring into the smug expression of this man that I hate. Going to look at him and with a cry of, "Oh, villain, villain, smiling, damned villain!" I will use my bonus action to channel Divinity Vow of Enmity. And for the next minute, I have advantage on every attack roll against him.
Okay, both of your attacks have advantage against him then.
So that, and I get a D4 to these as well.
yeah.
Okay, so that's going to hit, because that's gonna be a 24 for the first attack.
Excellent. I love it.
And then the next one is going to be a 26.
Both connect. Please roll damage.
Good, and they're all going. I'm hurting, so
You
I
are
have
hurting bad.
conveniently, I have 2 second-level spell slots.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
And you're gonna spend them both on smite.
Yep. I'm going classic paladin of just
I'm so
smite.
happy.
Smite.
Smite. Okay, so 40, and that's gonna be the first one.
Did you notice on your character sheet I made smite all caps?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I couldn't help myself. That's a lot of dice.
Yep.
Oh my.
Because it's 3d8 for the divine smite for both attacks, and it's a d8 for the regular sword. Okay.
Tell me, JR, is that at least 17 damage?
Yes, it's going to be.
How would you like to finish this man off?
Okay.
Very nice.
This is very fitting.
Taking stock of my wound, screaming at this wretched creature before me, taking my blade, bringing it upward, starting at the waist.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut through, and the same searing pain that I feel, I try to channel into the blade itself. And as I hear the crackling of the flesh, I bring it back and ram it straight through the windpipe with the second strike. And I pull him closer to me. What?
He's 8 feet tall.
Probably not 8 feet tall, but you know something? When you're angry...
You pull him down and he's like half crouched in front of you.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to bring him in and go, what is this quintessence of dust that stands before me? Be no more, thou wretched creature. And I'm going to pull his head towards me and ram the sword a little farther until I feel the body relax. And when I feel the weight come onto me, I will drop him.
End scene.
That was awesome. And this dramatic moment stops in front of all of you. This man is dead in a pool of his own blood on the floor in front of you. And Hamlet, you look at this man, and you would think, after killing all this man, all that he stood for, all he's done to you, you would feel better, but you don't. You don't feel any relief at all. You still feel the same anger. You still feel hollow.
Just in case anyone is curious, that was a total of 46 points of damage.
Snap!
Wow. That's a lot. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. It felt good. As a player.
Yes. And you're standing there, you're contemplating what you have done, what you're going to do now. That this just beacon of amnesty in your life is gone with a flash of your steel. And you hear cackling coming from the back of the throne with the clapping. Yes, it's this orange-skinned creature from before. Yes, wonderful. You have performed beautifully, and you shall do perfectly. And for a moment your vision goes dark. It's almost as if you've done a really all 5 of you. It's almost as if you blinked really hard for a moment. And you're no longer in the castle anymore. You're in a forest clearing. Everything, all this ruin, but that was before you a moment ago, is now gone, and it's replaced instead with light chirping of birds, and all is still, quiet.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to Hamlet and cast Cure Wounds on him.
You could do it too. He needs the healing.
As soon as I get my bearings, I'm gonna go up and do the same.
Perfect. Go ahead and tell.
That's great, because I was left at 5 HP, so I went all or
I thought
nothing.
you were like at 1.
Go ahead and just when you guys have
Close
have rolled the amount, just tell JR how much you've healed him by.
I'm doing it on second level. 16 points of healing to you.
Get another 16 from me.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, math.
32 plus 5.
That's
Yeah.
not a lot.
Wait, did you pull up a calculator for that?
No, I
just
had already added his 16 when you had done that, and so I was like, wait a minute.
Well, that's
I
why I
gotta do this
said
again.
32 total plus 5.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking about that because I already added the 116.
And so the 5 of you are now standing in this forest clearing. All is, again, as I said, silent. There's not much around you. There's trees, shrubbery, and that's about all that you can see for the most part. There's bright sunlight coming down from the sky, and there's not a cloud. It's a frankly beautiful day.
What new treachery is this?
I feel shell-shocked. Is this what it's like to be in war? Whew.
I thank you. One cannot dispute the quality of his blade at the very least. I will also lay on hands.
Okay, go ahead and,
I've got
go ahead and resolve how
40?
many hit points that is then.
Yeah.
I'm going to look around and try to figure out where we are.
Go ahead and roll perception.
I'll do the same.
Go for it.
You have no clue what's happening.
No, I really don't. I don't even know what that ugly creature was.
17.
So as
13.
Cordelia.
as Cordelia and
And quote.
Banquo, as the two of you look around in this small clearing, you see off to one side there is a small ring of stones with ash in the middle, as if there was an old campfire there, and it's clearly cold and has been for a long time. And around it are 5 small sleeping bags.
You know,
Besides that, you see nothing else.
I think I'm gonna lay down and just look up at the sky. And maybe if I close my eyes, this will be a dream. Y'all will disappear. I'll be back where my books are, so safe and quiet.
We will disappear. I hope you disappear. As she lays down, I use thaumaturgy. I create a small harmless tremor.
Danielle, you lay down for a moment. You feel a little woozy from what you just saw. I mean, you just saw a man almost get cut in two and then stabbed in the throat. And you're laying down, and the ground shakes underneath you for just a moment. And all of you feel this.
As soon as it does, instinctually, my wings flap up, and so I start floating off the ground about 5 feet.
Ooh, love it.
Like, and I'm kind of like trying to like, wait, why am I up in the air? Like, what's going on? What's going on? How do I get down from here?
Oh, there you are. I'd figured you for a piece of furniture.
You did not.
All I noticed during the fight. Thought there were 6 sleeping bags.
Oh. I feel like somebody needs to give you a lesson.
You will be angry. What business of it is yours?
You're just too much.
Too much.
Too much of what? As I'm like still floating up 5 feet in the air, trying to figure out how to get down.
I actually used to like her as a character. And now I've met her. And man, have I learned my lesson. She can't. She's meaner than I thought. I thought she'd at least be nice to people. I mean, she's supposed to be, like, when she gets, so before she gets married here, I'm gonna give you her backstory. She's considered a shrew. Like, ugly beyond belief.
I always look like this when I see a crab apple.
Ah.
Well, Krabby Pants over there's got yourself, okay? I take no issue with that. You're crabby.
That
That's fine.
explains much. God have given you one face, and you make yourself another.
So, maybe I should just chill you out. And, I grow a ghostly skeletal hand. And you're gonna feel the chill touch of the grave.
Are you casting Chill Touch on her?
I am.
Just read the spell description.
Yep. So make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave.
Mm-hmm.
On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
Roll to hit.
This is not the P versus P that I was expecting.
What's your armor class, Michaela?
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is happening. I'm going to start a fire.
There's that in the fire ring?
Yes.
Okay.
Just lights a tree on fire. This'll do.
So that is 18.
How much necrotic?
18. Oh, it's
No,
a
to hit.
you feel you feel a chill
And that's
come across you, and it feel. Hang on, real fast. Who? She gets hit.
what?
Who's the one? Who's it? You get.
She gets hit.
And
Because I told
this-
her to chill out.
this feeling almost feels eerily familiar.
As I'm watching this, you just hear me softly go, I know when one is dead and when one lives. She is dead as earth.
And that's 7 damage.
7 damage.
Ooh. And you can regain hit points later on. This is only until the start of her next turn, which is only a few seconds. So, Benko, you light a fire in the fire ring, and as you do this, the ashes kind of floof away, and you notice something's in the fire that's staying there, and it looks almost like a stone, but it's a little bit shaped a little bit different.
And I'm trying.
It's a human skull.
A skull.
You hold it, and
To be or not to be?
you begin to hear something in your mind. It's not your own voice.
What was that?
You hold it closer to your ear.
Yes.
Are you talking to a skull?
It's talking to me.
But that's what Hamlet's supposed to do. Are we crossing characters now?
You will not tell me what to do.
I ain't talking to you. Chill.
This is from before. I was waiting for his mom.
We are speaking
And,
to skulls?
Yeah, don't you have one? It's like your
Like
buddy.
this one?
Yes! Oh my gosh, it's yours!
Yes, I know him well.
Does Banco have any enemies of any kind?
Soldiers on the battlefield.
You hear the skull as you hold up to your ear, and you hear that the skull whispers. It whispers to you in your mind, and you hear it say, "Prophecy."
I'm going to throw on the ground. The instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles. To betray the deepest consequences. I'm just going to throw it. Throw the skull.
You just chuck it across the clearing.
Yes.
I'm pulling out a dagger and I'm attacking her.
Okay, roll to hit. With advantage, please. She's prone on the ground.
Who, her?
Yeah.
I was.
Oh yeah, because you were right there. Sorry. Was this a dagger? Dirty 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, and I have a dagger, right?
You do have a dagger, and
Yeah.
you also, I think, get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Because it's just you and her.
Let's see. How many hit points do you have? Might just... Okay. So this is a dagger, right? This will be a +4.
Are they going to kill each other?
Maybe!
Why isn't there interference?
Well,
It's a bit early
Like
for that.
divine intervention.
I don't think that's all. Thank you very much.
I know.
Michaela?
So I believe that's 23 points of damage.
How exactly are you doing this? Are you just walking up to her and just going... What are you doing?
You all just let this happen?
I was talking to a skull.
And I'm confused by what's going on here. I haven't quite noticed this yet. Give me a minute.
What do you do? How are you doing this?
I mean, I don't mean it. Like, that's a lot. Like, I don't think Catherine meant to hit that hard. Like, maybe she kind of went to, like,
You
kind
don't
of
know
get
your
her
own strength.
arm a little and cut a little deeper.
You have
than
newfound
she
strength.
meant. Yeah.
I hope that she actually feels some remorse when she actually harms another creature
Mhm.
in such a mortal way.
Mm-hmm.
Do I kill her?
Cordelia, you see this.
I'm
No.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think
But you cut my
instinctually,
life in half.
I'm because at least how I'm envisioning it,
20 what?
she's
23.
kind of between me and Danielle. So
Yeah.
I would instinctually like fly down
Mhm.
and tackle her.
Who, me?
Perfect.
Yes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so we're probably going to end up rolling over you a
I'm
little bit.
stabbed!
You pretentious brats!
Well, I'm basically like swooping
This is to
in and
Cordelia.
I'm like grabbing her and kind of like flipping. So she might like accidentally kick, but
I cast upon myself a hero.
Perfect. What do you do?
So,
This is a librarian thing.
So, this is a special, like, unearthed arcana kind of class. I'm a librarian who can call upon heroes from books.
I like that. Can I
But
get that after the game?
in combat,
Can I get that after the game? That's cool.
yeah, it's mine. Yeah. Mhm, yeah. Okay, so in combat, I take upon them. Out of combat, I actually
You can do
can create them, and they can be like my little familiar. So in combat,
Are we in combat?
you stabbed me.
Yes.
You cut my life in half.
I didn't mean to.
I become Voldemort.
Perfect. And as Voldemort, what do you do?
And as Voldemort,
Well, at least you don't have to worry about a broken nose.
I am a warlock.
Uh-huh.
That's Voldemort. I have the Elder Wand.
Mm-hmm.
And just for kicks and giggles, I don't know how this is going to work. I use the power of Ebel to say Avada Kedavra.
Give me a second.
I feel like as soon as like Cordelia like turns around, she sees someone completely different. She's like, wait, where'd she go?
Wait, what happened?
Are we against the cavalry kill? What's going on?
This creature that was a dragon moment ago is now this bald man with no nose in front of you, and he stands up, shakes himself off the dust, and he points a stick at you, and he goes, "Avada Kedavra!" And you feel faint all of a sudden, and and your vision kind of starts to go dark, and everything kind of closing in on you, and you feel lightheaded, and that's it for you.
I'm a catcher and
And-
she's falling over.
I'm gonna
You have me like.
Basically,
You
like I
slammed into
grabbed
Look at
her,
all
like
this.
rolled over, and so
Oh.
like
And
feel like
I am
I'm down,
gonna,
what's
like,
going on?
stand up and using thaumaturgy to
Yes.
amplify my voice.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna yell, "Enough!"
I yell it right back with thaumaturgy. Like,
You cannot. I'm sorry, you cannot.
I cannot. Oh, okay.
You have to recover from what just happened. First, you feel the chill touch of the grave.
Oh my god.
And then I actually chill touched you again.
Wait.
Actually tried to drag you into the grave.
You're gonna try and take me, I'm taking you down with me.
Okay.
So Dale, this Tabaxi Banquo, shouts, "Enough! You're still out."
Oh, I'm unconscious. Oh, I didn't misunderstood that part.
Oh yeah. You
You see Cookie basically like jump.
Yeah, and I'm still bleeding out, yeah. As Baltimore, I'm gonna say a pisky.
Okay, you fix
I heal myself.
Okay, we should not be fighting. Clearly, whatever's going on here is madness. But we're stuck with each other. We should get through this.
Well, if she were awake right now, she'd be laughing at you.
I'm gonna kind of walk up, and I'm gonna look down at Catherine and just go, frailty. My name is woman. And I'm gonna walk over to you, and are you still down HP?
No, I healed myself as Voldemort, which
Okay.
I'm now gonna cast off.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna basically come over, check on you, and then kind of look around and mad as the sea and the wind when both contend. I wonder which is mightier. I'm gonna sit by the fire on the opposite side of the ring from her.
Now that contention is put down, I say we all take a rest.
Okay.
And rest you do. And you sit around the fire, and for part of the time you sit in silence, and some of the time you talk amongst yourselves, and the sun begins to go down, and you all feel sleep coming upon you, and you close your eyes and snap awake all together all at once, including you, Michaela, and you are all sat around together in a circle in an entirely new room. You are no longer in an area, I should say, because the forest clearing is not a room. You're now inside of another large rectangular room. No throne resides in this one, however, thankfully.
Yes.
Is that considered a short rest? Or
That was a long rest.
a long rest?
You all have
Yes.
you all have gained the effects of a long rest. Which
Wonderful.
Which
I can get my spells back because I used all the
yes, you
two.
did. For our listeners, a long rest basically means that the party gets all of their spells back and all of their hit points back
And their
And their
abilities.
abilities.
and their abilities
Get
back.
reset.
Mm-hmm.
As if waking up from sleeping during the night.
As you do.
As
Perfectly
you do.
healed.
Are you saying that you don't get a lot get perfectly well rested when you wake up in the morning? Michaela?
I must not get a long rest every night then.
Rest? What is this rest you speak of?
You keep speaking of
just
it
do
with
it anyway.
Dr. Pepper.
Yes, with Dr. Pepper there is no rest. I stay up all night
I got
long.
mine.
I'm in a
You might have
trance.
thrown the skull away, but I've got mine in my back pocket. Just give me a minute.
Yes, it's Yorick.
Indeed.
Yes, you knew him well.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, that's my line.
I feel confused.
I was going to say.
What are you
I
doing?
should have done Speak with Dead with the skull I had, but I didn't know if we were going to get our skull slots back.
Well, next time.
He's hoping to find another skull.
Just give York skull over.
I can talk with your.
I don't know. Does Yorick talk back, Hamlet?
Depends on how much drink I've had.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair, because apparently you're all talking to me right now, and I mean, all I had was Dr. Pepper, but now I think I'm gonna
Wait, is this in
Evaluate.
character or out of character?
this is in character.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna reevaluate my life choices on Dr. Pepper. I think I might actually quit.
Quit. The drink?
Yes.
What are you going
Yes.
to consume then?
Water. The purity of life.
As you're all sitting
Visions.
here talking to each other, you begin to look around this room, and it's a very large, very large, excuse me, very large stony room with a wooden floor. Off on one side is a rather large table that's loaded with food. Seats are all around it. There's again a large set of wooden doors at the back. Dice are spilled across the floor, apparently. Red dots around the edges are torches. This room is not dimly lit like the past one was. This room is in fact brightly lit. There are some pink circles around the edges. Those pink circles, or 6 pink circles on each, 3 on each side. Those are suits of armor that stands tall with large swords. With their arms out, holding the swords points down in front of them. There is another large tapestry depicting a battle, a medieval battle, in the back of the room, which is our purple line, and there's a large area rug off on one side, and in the very back corner is a pedestal with a glass covering on top. You can't quite make out what's back there though. What would you all like to do?
We'll walk away from the others and go look at the pedestal.
Actually, I was going to do the same, so you'll see me following, but I'll give you some distance.
You go together.
So you
With some
want
distance, I
The
suppose.
copycat is over that way.
Whoa.
You
Who are
hear
you
Cordelia
pointing
just
at?
kind of laugh softly.
And as you approach the
I got
stand,
2 sisters,
you
honey.
see that there's a dagger on a rather plush cushion inside of this, but something's a little off. This dagger is covered in blood, but it's not dried blood. No, it's fresh, and it's and the point of it is off of the cushion, and it's
The only ones
dripping.
who know that are these 2 right now.
It's dripping onto the stone of the pedestal below it.
Do I recognize this room at all?
It feels rather familiar to you, yes.
I'd like to run over to the pedestal as well.
Staring into this dagger, you feel almost betrayed. You're not sure why a dagger would invoke such feelings in you, but there's a sense of dread in you as you stare at this dagger, this knife here in front of you, and something about it.
As the weird woman promised, and I fear I'll play his most belly for it.
You know this dagger.
I've not seen it.
It's right here. How can you not see it?
I've not seen it before, but I feel like I know it. And it's not good.
It's not good.
Can I? I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
Go for it.
So for the next 10 minutes, I can know if there's any aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me. I'm just going to walk around the outside, kind of just try and sense if there's something coming.
Perfect. You sense nothing at the moment.
You know, Banquo, you feel like you know that dagger? I bet I know which dagger it is, actually, like in your story. So, you know, it's either from the thugs that, you know, Macbeth, your bestie, you know, set upon you to kill you. Or it's one of the daggers that killed the king that you were loyal to and were a general in his army, which was Macbeth and Lady Macbeth, who murdered him. So,
You are very strange woman. You make me... Words come to my mind that I don't know, but I feel apply. And right now that word is spoilers. Do you know...
I don't make things spoil. No.
She spoils the room she's in.
You're no fair princess yourself. You know, you got the horns and the...
Oh, you should look at you, man.
So, you know, your enemy. Actually, we're not going to talk about that. I don't need another enemy. I don't need another battle. I'm going to think happy thoughts.
And as you're thinking your happy thoughts, Dale, Banquo, you sense the presence of a fiend appear in the room. And you begin looking around.
You mean besides the one that we're traveling with?
Besides the one that you're traveling with.
That was out of character.
Oh, okay.
Oh, darn.
That was just me wanting to say something.
If you say you sense the presence of a fiend, you can then say it.
Yeah, but he never said anything. So
I sense you and you because celestial.
Yes,
Are we
that's very
actually
true.
like celestials and things like that?
You've got the blood of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know you two, so I'm zoning you guys out.
And and you hear muffled speaking, and it's a woman's voice, and you see this bump behind the tapestry, and it's like they're like trying to shove. Someone is trying to shove out of this tapestry. You're the first one to notice.
Do I recognize the voice at all?
Make an insight check.
Use my inspiration. A little better. That's a 17.
This is a voice you're very familiar with. Right? You know this woman. You know this woman. You know this woman as Lady Macbeth.
Okay.
Get me out of this.
Okay. I'm gonna go over cautiously, pull out like a mace, and I'm gonna pull back the tapestry.
And you pull back the tapestry, and and there's this creature in front of you. You're not sure exactly what it is. It's not human. It looks human. In fact, it looks kind of similar-ish to three women that you're a little familiar with. And she says that she's hunched over. She's spindly, just bone, with the skin stretched tight over it. There's nothing there. There's no muscle. There's no fat. It's just straight bones. She's hunched over. She looks at you with this long, craggly, unwashed hair, and she grins and she goes, "Banquo."
Oh, she's ugly.
Die, you witch!
Danielle, becoming
Roll initiative.
So all of us
too
are
much
just down.
silence.
That was great. That was a great way to break that tension. I love that.
Is it all of us rolling initiative or just Dale?
Everyone, please.
Okay.
You can choose what to do on your
I'm
turn.
right next to her. What I got?
Oh,
Trash initiative? Don't worry.
Give it a
I'm
moment.
I'm sorry.
Anyone get above a 20?
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Always
Um,
the roguish
Goodness,
person.
my math. 26.
Wow. 15 to 20?
15. Y'all below
10 to 15?
I got 13.
Dale, what'd you get?
4!
JR? Aye.
We rolled like trash.
Well, the only
Would say
trash around here
something,
is
but
you.
that's her.
No, the trash is back in
No,
there. In the trash.
She would say you're trash. You rolled that
Very
trash,
well.
you are trash.
She grins at you and she goes, Banquo! And she lashes out at you with her with her claws, her rather long fingernails, right at you. What is your armor class, Dale?
14.
She hits.
Okay.
You take... You take 8 slashing damage
Okay.
from her claws. And Michaela, it's now your turn.
I'm trying to decide how much I like Banquo. Like,
He has not wronged you.
no, he is not.
I'm like the only one here. Has it? I mean,
Yeah,
she
from the
tackled you.
from-
She tried to kill you.
And from the
I
get-go,
didn't
you
try
and I
to
have
kill
just gone
her.
like this to each other.
I have not tried to kill her. I was just chilling her out. Just fine.
Oh.
I wasn't trying to make her upset. Just trying to get peace.
Why can't we?
Okay,
Okay,
we're
I'm
gonna be friends.
gonna kind of like, not intentionally, but just kind of just like, I don't know. We'll take the help action
Okay.
for Banquo. We're just gonna cast Thaumaturgy and we're just gonna like create an instant sound. We'll just do ominous whispers, just kind of mimicking hers, but maybe a little less scary. Yeah.
And she kind of shakes her head for a moment. That was for Banquo specifically.
Yeah.
Your next attack against her is with advantage.
Okay.
Danielle.
In casting Eldritch Blast,
Hmm?
and there's 2 of them, it can be on one creature. Both.
Eldritch Blast can be on one target. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Roll a
That's
hit.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Perfect.
I got 2 of them. See how this goes.
Ooh. Yeah, Banquo's about the only good one here. And I missed his insufferable speech, so he hasn't lost points yet.
He's insufferable.
No offense to him.
All of the offense.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, for the inspiration, it's just
Advantage.
advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a great speech, Catherine. This would not have been happening if we didn't take the show back.
Okay. So that is 25 to hit.
That hits.
And 21 to hit.
That hits as well. You'll roll high tonight on your attacks and not high on your initiative.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
I mean, like we said,
No.
like the best place to not roll high is definitely initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, not always.
So sometimes. Really depends what you're going for.
If it's 1 versus 1, you really want to roll high.
Yeah.
And that's 6 points of damage.
Total?
It says to
For
roll
both?
1d10, so
Yeah.
for both.
Okay.
I don't know, do I add anything?
No.
No. Yep. So, sorry, it's a measly 6 for such high hits.
You look at Lady Macbeth and you go and you extend your hand out and you go ha, and there's a little boom come out of your hand and she kind of gets knocked back a little bit against the wall, but shakes it off real easy and she snarls at you. Heather, it's your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my scimitar
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You can almost get to her, but not
5.
quite.
Yeah. what I'm going to do is run up to next to Banquo and cast resistance on Banquo.
Okay.
Which means that he can roll a d4 and add it to one saving throw, so to try to protect himself from an attack of his choice. And he can roll it before or after he finds out what he rolled for the saving throw.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. JR?
This area here, is that
That's a throw rug.
a throw rug? Okay, so we can go over it. Got it.
Yeah.
And then this was Banquo?
Yep.
Yes.
Right. Got it. And then that's you. Okay, so let's see here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
And then, again, like before, what I shall do is I will Misty Step with my bonus action.
Perfect.
And move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to kind of pin her in if I can.
Yeah.
And for now, I am going to sword and shield out and kind of take stock of the situation. Who's around? Whatever this disgusting thing is that the cat's so upset about, and just kind of like, you're angry. Got it. This, and just kind of processing the situation for him.
Okay. Great. Excellent. And she sees you approaching, and you get right up in her face, and she goes, "I don't think it will be that easy." And she disappears right in front of your face, from in front of your eyes. And she reappears over here by this suit of armor right here. And she puts her hand on its chest, and she goes, "Assist me." And the suit of armor moves, and it creaks with metal on metal, and it brings its great sword up in front of itself, and it turns its helmet, I suppose, towards all of you and cocks its head a little bit, and then stomps forward, boom, 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 and it goes right up to you. Hamlet, again, and it slashes at you with its greatsword. What's your armor class again?
19.
You weave out of the way of it just barely. All of your years of combat expertise are paying off.
You are big and also clumsy.
Dale, it's your turn.
Okay. So, I see this go on. How far away is she from me?
She is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's about 30 feet away from you. You could get right up to her if you want to.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Maybe. Then, what's this?
Don't forget you have advantage.
Yes. Yes, actually, I'm going to charge her.
Okay.
Pull out my mace.
You charge straight at her.
Yes, and I am going to attack. And I am going to use one of my channel divinities to add 10 to that roll.
Oh, gosh.
So that's it's a 18 to hit.
That connects.
Okay.
Roll damage.
I'm gonna also use so and that'll be I'll use divine strike so I get an extra D8 damage to that.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Okay. I need that. That. 8 points of damage there, but then as a bonus action, using my War Priest ability, I get to make a attack with the same weapon. I'm going to use another channel divinity to add 10. So that's another 18 to hit.
Excellent.
I forgot I had advantage. Yeah. Oh well. That'll be 7 points of damage.
Total?
Yes. For that second hit.
What's the total damage?
I don't know. How much did I roll first? The first time was
The first time was a 4 and a 3, I believe.
So 14 total damage.
well, 4, 3, and then my plus 3, so
10.
10 plus 7, so 17.
17. Excellent.
Yes. Then that's my
Excellent. She grins at you and she goes, "This is fun, isn't it?" And a short sword materializes in her hand and she plunges it straight at you. What's your armor class again?
my arm class is a 14.
She hits. And you take You take 13 total damage from her sword. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And is it extra D4 from the resistance? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that D4.
No.
I should stop using that die. I will use it differently.
Sometimes some of the dice just hate you. You gotta find ones that like you.
You can put it in my hand, thanks, but I can't roll for you.
Aww.
15.
You're now poisoned.
Okay.
And at the beginning of all of your beginning of each of your turns, you're going to take an extra D8 of damage.
Okay.
Michaela, it's your turn. Are you yawning? Are you bored?
I'm gonna use my short bow. I don't know that I want to get in super close to the creepy lady. She doesn't really attack me, but making suits of armor come alive is kind of concerning.
A little bit.
So, do I have, with the short bow, do I have sneak attack since Banquo's within 5 feet?
Sneak attack, I think, applies only to melee hits, doesn't it?
No.
No.
Okay, yes, you do.
No.
Beautiful. I was like, it doesn't say that. Like, that's a thing like on the internet, but in the rules it doesn't actually say that.
Perfect.
Dealing with 2 rogues in my normal game, you have to know the rules for that.
Yes. Oh, lovely. I can't do math. That's a dirty 25.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
You're shooting at her, right?
That is correct.
Not the suit of armor?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I was supposed to bank one. I was like, no, we like the kitty for right now.
We like the kitty.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
It's really
Lucky. I was like, be lucky I didn't do that as a librarian. Be like, oh, cute.
You're so cute. Let me pet you.
Okay.
Come on,
Who's your
boy.
sweetie?
I know things about you. Don't go there.
18 points of damage.
Excellent. Your arrow connects and it lands right in her bicep. What little there is of it, and it sticks straight out of her arm, and she cries out in pain. You said, how much did you say? Sorry,
Yes.
26.
Yeah. Hold the math.
What was it?
28. I thought.
28. My apologies.
Yes.
Danielle, it's your turn.
Oh wait. No.
I am going to cast the Sentence of Doom
Wonderful.
So all of my enemies, I guess I'll keep Catherine out as an enemy, so she won't feel this. A sense of foreboding makes them aware of their impending fate. Even creatures who are not the target of these words find themselves unsettled and concerned.
You all feel concerned.
The creature must make an intelligence saving throw. So that will also go towards the suit of armor.
Okay.
That's against 15, so.
Yep. Lady Macbeth succeeded and the suit of armor failed.
Okay, so the suit of armor, all attacks made against it are at advantage. Everyone. Every throw the target makes is at disadvantage. So none of the suit of armor has disadvantage. For the next minute, this save can be repeated at the end of each of the target's turns, and as a bonus action, I call upon my hero, Dumbledore.
I need a hero.
I'm looking for a hero to lead.
Yes, and
Dumbledore!
So instead of being a tall, lengthy, bald, noseless man, I am now I am a tall, lengthy, bearded man.
Where are you oh. For some reason, I thought that you were summoning him like as...
Nope.
That's
That's only out of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yep.
Perfect. Excellent. Heather, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to wild shape, which allows me to transform into another creature.
Perfect.
I'm going to transform into an ape. So think like a giant gorilla kind of thing. Not quite King Kong size. And I'm going to do I'm going to attack the suit of after moving closer. I'm going to attack the suit of armor with both of my fists.
Perfect. Roll a hit.
$24 for the first hit.
That succeeds.
It's at advantage, by the way. Remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
24 hits. You're welcome to roll again if you want to try to get a 20. A natural 20.
$14 is the other hit.
That one
Did you-
misses.
Okay.
Did you roll that one
With advantage? Perfect.
Yes.
Your one attack hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
There's got to be a Shakespeare joke about monkeys in here somewhere.
No, I think that's what you realize.
Monkey left with a typewriter long enough will type out Shakespeare.
Okay. 4.
4 damage. You punch and you wail on the suit of armor, but you're just a monkey punching metal.
I've also have no war experience.
You're just going...
That's not true. Remember, she brings the army from France.
You're right.
It's been
Very
a while.
true. And then the suit of armor looks down at you, and it rears up its sword, and it strikes down at you. But it goes, when it swings at both of you that are next to it.
Okay.
At this.
At disadvantage. The first hit is
At
towards...
disadvantage?
Well, no.
Or-
Hit the
Mhm.
armor is hitting at disadvantage.
Against you.
Okay, he's
Against
already.
Your armor class is 15?
My armor class is 19.
19.
Is that disadvantage for both of us?
Yes.
It's for
It's-
okay.
everyone.
It's attack against
Oh,
units.
So
Okay.
anybody who attacks it, like if it's going to attack back at you, it's always at it's at disadvantage for the next minute.
Okay.
Generally, it's
The suit of armor swings its sword at the two of you, and the both of you are able to duck underneath it as it swings high.
Alright, we're playing helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter, helicopter.
All right. Well, let's see here. I think, for right now, I don't like what this suit of armor is doing for me, or doing to me. I'm torn between dealing with this thing or trying to help Banquo.
Yeah.
Because he's taken damage, and he did help me in the last battle, and so there's plus he's interesting. So I think oh, that's a touch range. Never mind, I can't do that. That's upsetting. Okay. So what I think I will do is as I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle the matter quickly. I feel like threats need to be dealt with one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be okay. I have something directly in front of me that I need to deal with.
Yes, and it just swung at you.
Yes, it did. And I am offended.
You're getting smacked in the head.
Greatly. Yes. I'm offended by everything. So I will, as my bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark upon it.
Perfect.
And
Hunter's Mark allows him to do extra damage to it, essentially.
Yeah, essentially I can keep track of it a lot easier, and I deal extra damage to it with each of my attacks. So I will make my 2 attacks.
Roll to hit, please.
One of those will not hit regardless. That is a natural 1. But the other one is a... Let me look at this. That's going to be a 22.
Your 22 hits.
Yes. And okay, let's see here. I have the D6 for the Hunter's Mark. I have the D8 for the longsword, and for giggles, I'll put a first level smite into it as well.
Love it.
Smart.
Because
Smart.
Why not?
Hamlet wants to get it done with quickly. Okay, let's see. That's going to be a total of 17 points of damage.
You swing your sword at the suit of armor in front of you, this offending suit of armor, and you connect with it and its helmet, and you send the helmet sailing off, spinning away from you, and the suit of armor collapses down on the ground and clatters apart.
Easy
and
enough.
is still.
Nice.
Lady Macbeth.
Could I just to end my turn?
Yeah.
Would I be able to take movement to
Yes.
approach Banquo?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Just as far as I can,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can continue.
Yeah. Lady Macbeth sees this happen, and her eyes open wide, and she looks right at you, Mr. Banquo, and
Mr. Banquo.
Mr. Banquo, and she goes, well, I'm not going to make it that easy for you, and if I'm going, you're coming with me. And she plunges her sword at you. And
She's
as
making an attack?
she is making an attack.
I'd like to use my reaction,
Okay.
since I'm wielding a shield. Okay!
Uh-huh.
I would like to impose disadvantage on her attack or attacks against Banquo.
Right. Okay. And she swings her sword at you, and it misses. But as it happens, she goes in and she swings and she swipes with her claws at you as well. And she stumbles. Ugh. Dale, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I've been hurt.
Sorely beaten.
You have been hurt. Yes, you have.
Yes.
Both literally and
At the start
metaphorically.
of my turn, I take extra damage. I take a D8 damage, right?
Oh yeah,
You do.
He's poisoned.
Okay, can you roll that?
Poison. The poison for baby glow is poison.
Now, is that also the poison condition? Because the poison condition imposes disadvantage on my...
It is not, no.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, and since you're within 10 feet of me, remember you get +3 to all saves.
Sweet. Okay.
4. Repeat the saving throw, please. 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage. See.
I'm not using that one.
How long does resistance last? Is it just one throw?
Yes. Let me double check that, but yes, I believe
Okay.
so. Yes, as soon as it's done, the spell ends.
Okay. And that's a +3 from you?
Yes, you get it's a passive +3 to all saves.
Sweet.
Because I have an aura around me as a paladin.
Okay. That's a 19.
You succeed!
Sweet.
And you are no longer poisoned.
Okay. Well, that's good. I will, in that case, I'm going to do some fun stuff. Okay.
Fun stuff.
Yes. First of all, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast the spiritual weapon at level 4.
It's a
So, a giant floating mace appears next to me
Sweet, sweet.
and strikes down at her.
Cool.
Roll to hit.
I will.
Gladly.
Teddy waffles.
Spiritual weapon should be a cat toy.
A ball of yarn appears.
No. The little cat, like
A little
stick.
cat toy with the feather and all that?
Yeah, that you dangle, but it's
On the
filled with
leathers.
catnip.
With
It's really sweet.
I told you, one bite and you're done.
2 for me.
I'm impressed.
he was scared of it, so.
I could finish the whole thing.
That's
I
a
feel like I'd be
natural
like a
20.
hobbit eating lembas bread.
Did you say that's
Okay,
what-
yes it is.
I said I could be like a hobbit eating lembas
So-
bread. That's a regular person. I'm the hobbit.
You could eat the whole thing, Michaela.
I could eat the whole thing.
I ate half of it and then
Let's
I
see.
regretted it.
Yeah, level
You wouldn't.
Get rid of the sugary taste. I had to scrape my mouth when I came home.
How are we doing crits?
Crit rolls.
Just roll the extra damage die.
Okay.
Easy
Okay.
enough.
Woo! Do a crit.
Borrowing your D8s.
I use it a different
I
way,
got
but
plenty of
It's
them,
worse
so.
than
I use it a different way. We'll not complicate
It's
it.
sugar because
tonight.
you get
Okay.
Oh man.
Good or bad?
2 8s.
Nice.
Wow.
And this is a D8.
You're rolling d8s,
I got
right?
2
Okay.
D8 because I cast level 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So-
an 8 is pretty good except for a 20. For anything.
Really good for a
12
6.
is nice. I'm sorry?
That's 29 points of force damage from my
Mm-hmm.
spiritual weapon, and then I'm also, for my action, I am swinging at her with myself,
Roll to
With
hit.
yourself?
with my mace.
With himself.
Okay. 'Cause what I got was I'm hitting her with myself, and I'm
But
like,
I
okay,
don't
you're
wanna
body
use
slamming
my
her.
And I'm going to use my last channel divinity to add 10 to
Add an
that.
extra 10.
So that will be a 7. No, sorry. A dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
And so that will be. Man, I'm doing good. This 13 points of damage
Mm-hmm.
to her face.
Surface.
And how would you like to finish this fight?
Okay. So
It's been very satisfying.
I'm looking at her with this and this anger and this revulsion as I'm coming to realize that she helped kill my king.
Mm-hmm.
And So I'm swinging down with my mace as the spectral mace appears next to me,
Perfect.
and we just crush her.
Boom. And you splatter her into the ground in a
I'm gonna have nightmares.
display of viscera.
Oh!
And you stand there heaving with the force of this over her crumpled and mangled body.
You have never seen battle. So now I'm like, are you gonna heave? Because that would be exactly what I was expecting.
Just act like Toby.
And how do you feel?
Not really.
No better.
No worse.
No worse. And I put my mace away and just walk away.
Excellent. You walk away and you take in the sight of this lovely, frankly lovely room aside from what just happened. And the dagger. The suits of armor that are still remaining are gorgeous and sparkling and shining in the torchlight. The tapestry, while depicting a scene of battle, is very beautifully done and looks brand new almost. The banquet table is just laden with food that is just
Been splattered with blood.
aromatic all around you, and you can smell it, and it mixes with the coppery smell of the blood in your nose, and you feel a bitter taste in your mouth as you think about all that has transpired. And before you have time to really process much, out from one of the suits of armor, you hear more cackling, and for a moment you're afraid that she has somehow returned, but she has not. It's the orange-skinned goblin, and it's wringing its hands together again, and it's a little hunched over. Me. These things do best please me.
I know you!
Which befall preposterously.
I know you.
Can I
know this
you.
creature.
Can I create a coin with prestidigitation and just kind of try to flick it at him?
Roll the hit.
I want to like blast him with like scorching ray almost. Like
I just think he's annoying.
No,
It's no
It's like, and I'm going to turn to him like, what do you want from us?
That's a natural one.
Oh no!
You flip the coin and it stumbles and you smack Banco square in the forehead.
I am very sorry. I will fix this. This smells disgusting. I will clean this first. And I'm going to start prestidigitationing the mess so it doesn't smell as bad.
Yeah, and he snaps his fingers
Not
and that's the last thing
again.
you hear. And you wake and you open your eyes and again it's like you've just taken a very long blink for a moment and you're suddenly inside of a different building. You are no longer inside of a large, grand banquet hall. No, you're in quite the opposite. You're inside of a humble, little, wooden cottage.
I tire of this creature's antics.
For once, we agree.
To remind you, Cordelia is still an ape.
Wait, oh!
So inside this tiny cottage is this giant, like, gorilla.
Yes.
And suddenly, like, she transforms back, and she's like, I didn't know I could do that. And what in the world is that thing?
I thought I knew you for a monkey.
I'm gonna come over and just gonna like put my hand on your head, and I'm gonna put 5 points.
Let's go!
Of a lay on hands. Again, I'm very sorry. Did not. I was aiming for the ugly wretch that.
He's a hobgoblin. His
He's a
name is
what?
Pup,
Not the one
and
traveling
he
with us,
causes lots of confusion.
You know this creature.
I just figured out this creature, okay? I've never actually met him, like I said. You're all characters in a play. Or
In a
plays.
I have seen plays, and I am no character.
Oh, yeah, you are.
You're quite the character.
Yes, I was like, quite the caricature of a tamed shrew.
Ooh, the kitty has claws.
Yes, I do.
Puss in Boots.
I'm terrified.
I turn to Catherine
Would you like some milk?
and go, had I your tongue and eyes, I'd use them so. As she's
She's
trying to compliment you on how quickly and witty you are.
I thought this was an insult.
Probably the only compliment she's received thus far. You get inspiration.
It actually technically is from an insult, but in this case she's not using it as well.
The five of you are inside of a humble wooden cottage, and looking around, you're all stood inside of a kitchen area with a round table off on one side. There's a door over there, and all the blue is windows again. And there's an open doorway right here with a curtain drawn across it. Excuse me. And looking beyond it, you see 5 cots with another door beyond it to looking in this way to your left. This is a small kitchen counter, and this is a kitchen table. And there is a small couch that apparently is bright purple right there.
I'm gonna go and just plop down on the couch, contemplating what just happened.
It creaks under your weight.
Is that a door you said, the orange thing?
That is a door.
Is it closed?
It is.
I'm going to try to open it.
It does not open when you twist the doorknob.
I have
Does-
thieves' tools. I
Does
would like to use my
any-
thieves' tools to open the door.
Make a check.
As I'm
What's
looking
that?
around,
I should know what that
I'm
is.
going to ask, does anyone recognize what this place would be? Because I don't know if I recognize it.
I don't remember how to use thieves' tools. You'd think I would. Hold on.
And as you're looking around in this kitchen, you see that there's actually food on the stove. There's a pot with a lid on top of it, and you can see steam escaping out of the edges of it.
I'm going for the food.
You go and you open the lid, and this pot is full of potatoes that are currently boiling.
Ah, what excellent boiled potatoes.
Quite excellent boiled potatoes.
So thieves' tools is the roll, and then it's dex with proficiency?
Yes, if you're
Okay.
proficient with thieves' tools.
Yes. Which I should be. Am I? Oh, I might
You're a
not be.
rogue, yes you are.
Okay, I was like, it's been so long since I played my rogue. I don't remember. Also, my rogue doesn't use thieves' tools a lot anymore. Okay. My brain. Oh yeah, it says right here in my proficiency. Oh wait, do I have it in my toolkit? Oh yes, I do. Okay,
Yes, you
thank
do.
goodness. I was like,
You say something without reading? Why, Catherine.
well, I was looking at the
Sly thing.
proficiency. And then
Sly thing.
someone was saying make an intimidation check, and it was like 20.
Did you do it on purpose?
I'm sorry to say it's a 6.
Oh, thank you. So actually for my thieves' tools though, I got a, if I can do math,
Yep.
Can you?
it's an 11.
You're brand new to these, and you're kind of fumbling around with them inside there, and you do not open the lock. Which, upon closer inspection, now that you kind of look at it, it doesn't actually have a keyhole.
We're trapped.
There's another door? I'm gonna go try look for another door.
There is actually. You walk into the room, you see the 5 cots,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's all that's in this room, aside from these windows and the door.
I try that door.
Isn't he on a cot?
I'm on the couch.
He's on the
On the
couch.
couch.
You go try the door.
Yeah.
You go try the door, and it swings open almost a bit too quickly.
Oh.
And you stumble into the room after it, and this room is full of golden coins.
I'm gonna take a handful, and then I'm gonna walk out and close the door.
Okay. How are you closing the door if you have your arms full of golden coins?
Do I have a bag? Can I put it in my bag?
You have a bag, yes.
I put it in my
You
bag.
all have backpacks, all 5.
I put however many I can read. How many ever gold coins I can reasonably
You-
fit in my bag?
Well, that's a good question, because you can fill the total volume of it, but if you try to pick that up, you're not going to be able to pick up, like, 300 pounds of gold.
I'll grab like 2 solid handfuls of like gold coins.
Perfect.
I
You
don't
grab
know
2
how
solid
many.
handfuls, and that's going to be 3d20 gold coins.
Beautiful. And then I'm gonna shut the door and I'm gonna be like, there's nothing in that room, it's empty.
Please tell me they're like leprechaun coins and they disappear.
Maybe. We shall see, we shall see.
Sharing with anybody.
I'm not sharing with anybody. It's mine, all mine.
So I'm eating potatoes in the kitchen and whatever other food I can find.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm all about food. If I can't have my Dr. Pepper, I'm going to have my potatoes.
Perfect. It's understandable, really. Potatoes are great.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yes, they're a very versatile food.
Would you like some? There's some butter, some salt and pepper. We can make some really delicious mashed potatoes.
Indeed. Why not?
Cool. Anybody else?
It's been a long... Actually, it has not been long.
I'll help you make them.
I'm just sitting there.
But I
You
do.
see
Did
my
you just
hand.
raise your hand? You're like,
I raised my head. I'm still I'm processing because
right.
like as a character, I just learned that Macbeth killed my king, and I just killed his wife, and I'm like,
You're kind of covered in her, too.
But Macbeth also tried to kill you. Well, actually, no, he paid thugs. I mean, like, he didn't actually specifically, take the dagger and kill you. No, he paid people to do it. I mean, it was murder for hire. So, I mean,
Boy.
killing Lady Macbeth.
he hasn't yet.
No.
Just to note, this conversation is happening while she's making potatoes. By the way.
Yes. Yes. Smash.
They were murder for hire!
Yep. Mhm. And hey, Hamlet, you might want to, clean up Mr. Covered up in blood, guts, and gore from smashing the lady.
Yes, it was
Kind of a little
impressive.
putrid right now. And,
Well, men are always putrid, but
Listen,
who let you back in? At least we know that the cat didn't drag
Listen.
her in.
I have figured out at this point that even if she looks like him, she is not the devil, because the devil has power to assume a pleasing shape, and she's anything but. And then I'm gonna turn.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna start casting prestidigitation to clean you off.
Clean
Perfect.
Clean
And
the
while
bed.
you're doing that,
Cast prestidigitation.
yes.
Voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. Be like, anything but pleasing.
Anything but pleasing.
Yes, so you did
can
hear
do,
me.
I
Good.
can do better.
It was hard not to hear a braggart and a scoundrel.
Are
You
you
might
going
end
to
up being
continue?
a boggart.
Listen, brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes. That is why I am brief.
Where did you memorize all that smart talk?
Obviously,
Clearly you could not have come upon it yourself.
you just need to put her upside the head with a pan, like they do in Tangled.
I'm gonna end the thaumaturgy. If I can,
Start
end it
that
where it comes
early.
early.
You can end it early, yeah, sure.
Okay, beautiful. I
Comes
ended
it
it.
comes right
Words.
before Shakespeare.
I'm gonna turn. I'm
Oh yeah, I
gonna
dismissed the
turn the bankroll and go listen. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night, the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. You are you. From what she seems to say, you are a good man. Remember,
like,
What good man have you met?
Petruchio, the only man I have found to be my equal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, he basically didn't allow her to be with her family on her wedding day. We were so upset that day, too. He just kind of, trussed you up like, you were a bird and took you away. I mean, you really didn't have a choice. I'm really surprised, honestly, that you liked him in the end.
Hold on. I feel like Catherine was going to say that, but as a player, do
And
not.
then he has the audacity to be in public with somebody she doesn't know. Kiss me, Kate.
Oh, well, tell us about your true love, then.
Oh,
Have you any?
how would I want
If she
one?
had any, it'd be better than that. The bar is on the floor.
I think
With
you
the way
found a
he
way
seems
to
to
set
treat
it
you.
lower.
Wow, the bar's on the floor, man.
Wow.
Well, if I'm going to have dreams like this all the time, my next dream's going to be about Mr. Darcy, and I'm talking Colin Firth, dripping wet shirt coming out of the lake. Sounds good to me.
What?
I think I'll stick with my husband. I don't know.
You want
how
your man
I
to
like
smell
this.
like fish from a
I
lake?
never said it was a lake filled with fish.
What lake is not filled with fish? Where do you come from?
Fictional lakes. Because this is all in my imagination. This isn't real. This can't be real, because if this is real, then that actually means that I have somehow, and I don't really think I have these kind of powers, brought you all to life from plays that I have read. Which, in this case, I would prefer to be in Narnia, or at Hogwarts, or I would be sipping tea with Elizabeth and Jane. I would be sparring with Darcy. There are
I
so
don't
many
know if
other
I want
places
the
I would be.
potatoes. There seems to be something strange within them. I don't know anything about that.
This was happening before I had my potatoes. Potatoes were just, part of life.
Then I think you might really need to stop this. What, Dr. Pep?
I haven't been able to have any since I've been in this dream. You know what? That's actually one thing about this dream that kind of sucks, is that I've thought about Dr. Pepper, and a Dr. Pepper has not appeared before me.
I think she's touched on the head, perhaps escaped
Yes,
from a
you're actually
merciful
familiar with this.
position.
She's experiencing withdrawals of some kind, and
Yes.
something you are a little familiar
Yes,
with.
I understand how you feel.
And maybe
It is-
she's
it
so
is a rough
frustrated because she's experiencing withdrawals from such a heavy-handed husband.
Like Kevin would have a response. I do not.
That's all
But
right.
anyways, let's not repeat our last.
The banter
episode.
continues. You eat
I would
a
love
wonderful meal of boiled and mashed potatoes, and
But not
you
stewed.
take time and you rest. You sit around. As you sit around, you gain a long rest. During this time, do any of you want to be doing anything in the home?
Throwing daggers at the wall.
You're throwing daggers at the wall. Excellent. You connect most of them.
Beautiful.
I want to see what's behind the door in the bedroom with the cups.
Stacks and stacks of gold.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants money, don't know if it's real or not, there's gold.
Thank you for the offer.
I'm just saying, the door's open and there's money, and, in the dream, that's kind of like a hallelujah moment, money, but I'm sure it's going to disappear at some point.
You can have your student loans with that.
And I'd be out of debt. I could have a massive library.
Maybe you should grab some.
I pick one up. How does it feel in my hand?
It feels nice and heavy. It's got a good little weight to it, and looking at the coin, one side one side has a triangle etched into it, and flipping it over on the other side shows an outline of a man with a small mustache and a small little goatee, similar to the outline that we have of our image of Shakespeare at the Discord server.
Somebody is totally messing with my brain, and I know I didn't eat an edible.
Probably. You pocket the coin. You all rest. You gain the benefits of long rest, and you close your eyes for a short time, and you wake up somewhere else entirely, somewhere different, somewhere new. Yet to one member, it's oddly familiar, in a very eerie kind of way. You know how when you dream, on occasion you'll be dreaming of someplace familiar to you, like your home. But inside of the dream, something's just a little bit different, and it feels just unsettling. There's something wrong, something different, something otherworldly where you're at.
To everyone, or just whoever recognizes this?
This is to all of. This is just me narratively speaking, but this eerie feeling of deja vu, I've been here, applies specifically only to Danielle, our librarian. This room is a large, round room. On that, to your ability to quickly discern when you look around, when you've woken up on the ground, has no windows and it has no doors. Rather, on one end is a large oak tree that is hollow, facing towards you, like it's been carved out almost. And there are several shelves lining the area around the oak tree. And these shelves are covered in books. And Danielle, this place looks like a twisted version of your library. I say twisted because while these are bookshelves, they're also kind of not. They're kind of twisted in a sort of way, and they're not entirely just shelves. They're also trees. And the trees twist and are gnarled. There's no greenery. It's all just dead wood going up towards the my apologies. Hang on.
I think the trees are trying to kill our DM.
The trees reach up with gnarled branches towards the dark domed ceiling above, and looking where you know there should be windows and doors for your library, there's nothing but stone walls and dead, decaying leaves, branches, and roots that sprawl out away from the bookshelves. The bookshelves themselves go up around 10 feet high, and along the inner bookshelves is a track that you are familiar with. That's a rolling ladder. Excuse me, system on both sides. And inside this hollow oak tree before you is a seat, a lounge couch, similar to ones that you would see in like Greece and Rome. You know, one of those ones where you can just kind of lay on it, but still you kind of half sitting up. And there's a man sitting there, his arm draped over the side, and he's just grinning at you, cup of wine in hand. And he puts his free hand to his palm and he starts clapping. I must say, you have put on quite the good show. But, as all good shows go, it must needs come to an end. It is time for the finale. Please, Puck, entertain me. And out from behind this lounge couch, Puck, our little goblin friend, comes out and he goes, "Yes, I would be happy to assist in this. And he snaps his fingers. And 3 people appear in front of you, which you all recognize. Not you all. Some of you recognize their number. We have right here, we have represented as our rook piece. Here is Lord Hamlet.
As in me? Or
Lord
my
Hamlet as
father?
in father.
Your dad.
Your daddy.
Your daddy.
As in my daddy. Okay.
No. This figure, who Danielle knows as Oberon, is the king piece. Puck will be Puck is the pawn that is magnetically moving him. This bishop piece is Baptista.
Father.
Father and father. Oh.
And this knight piece is Edmund.
Alack, it is he. Why, he was met even now, as mad as the vexed sea.
Love it. Do you have a good relationship with your father? He's standing here with a weapon drawn and looking at you with murder in his eyes.
I know, but typically.
Do I have a good relationship with my father? These 3 stand in front of you with excuse me. They stand in front of you with swords drawn, and all 3 of them grin with maniacal grins, and they begin to take steps forward. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Tries to roll d12.
Should I use my inspiration?
How many do you have?
Just, 2 more.
2 plus 3.
Oh, no, sorry. I think I do that. Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
Did anyone roll higher than 20?
I haven't rolled.
What'd you get, JR?
22.
Michaela?
Dirty 25.
Wow.
8. I'm not above
15 to 20.
18.
6. Wait. No. Sorry. 14.
I was like, 6.
No. I rolled a 16, but I got 14.
And Heather, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Just a moment. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Baptista appears, and she appears as a tiefling with electric yellow skin tone, and she takes steps forward. He takes steps forward. My apologies, and wielding his sword. Michaela, it's your turn. JR, you're up next.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw a little dialogue in here. It's not 6 seconds, but
You got it. Go for it.
oh, Bianca is your treasure. She must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on her wedding day. Talk not to me. And then I'm gonna run forward and slap him with my rapier.
Touchies.
Stab him. Yep. Queen.
Roll to hit.
I thought you were like, I'm gonna backhand him with my rapier.
That'd be pretty great. Just smack him with the cross
I'm
guard.
gonna use my inspiration.
Imagine.
Oh
doing
gosh.
that, just like,
I
would love that.
I have the exact opposite problem. I roll high for initiative and low for combat. 15.
15 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Oh, good. And it's just me and him within 5 feet, so I get a
Yep.
sneak attack, right?
You sure do.
Beautiful.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Where did you get it? Oh.
Okay. 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. You run him through with the rapier, and you hear him as you yank it out. Yank it out of him. He looks quite worse for wear.
Oh man. Combat
JR, it's your turn.
does not look good. Catherine. I said
Okay.
you laughed, so I said combat does not look good on you.
I'm going to. My father appears before me, and whatever feelings or look on my face that I had, it's immediately filled with, shows concern and trepidation. Like it, I would say, and just. Father, I do not wish to fight you. This is not. This should not be. And I'm going to look about me and. But it appears as though we must fight. And with this pained expression, I'm going to hold my sword and shield before me, and I'm going to cast as my action. I will cast at a 2nd level Bless, which will give everyone but me an extra D4 on attacks and saves.
Perfect.
And then as my bonus action, with the conversation, or me saying things at my father, I am going to prepare myself for battle as best I can, and so I will use my vow of enmity. And I will remain where I am.
Okay. Excellent. Hearing you say that you desire not to fight, your father looks you right in the eyes, and he says, "Coward." And then he turns and he climbs the rolling ladder on top of this bookcase right here. And he takes a running jump. And he lands on top of this bookcase right there. And he points his sword straight at you, Hamlet. Danielle, it's your turn.
Puck. This is all you're doing.
Naturally.
Well then, fine. Let's have it your way.
Can Puck not know a little bit of Backstreet Boys?
Want it your way? I'm gonna give it to you. So, I am still
Dumbledore.
I'm still Dumbledore. And I have taken on sorcerer powers. So I have meta magic. And so I'm going to... Oh, was it empower? I think it's empowered spell. Crap.
That's a fireball.
Hold on, I'm forgetting what that one does. I don't know the wizard. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast with Twin Spell. So 2 at Puck and 2 at Lord Oberon. Because I'm peeved.
Send them.
I'm peeves, yes.
Eldritch Blast isn't a sorcerer spell, but she gets it anyways.
As a librarian, I get access to all Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yes, she does.
Yes, I do. Okay. So that's a nat 20 for one of them.
Please specify where you're sending your attacks for this.
Or which one got the net?
Who are you attacking first?
I'll do Puck first. So one of them was a nat 20. And then
Yep, that hits.
the other one is... The D4 is for attack or saves, right? Or is that just for...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna also... Okay, so that's a 16.
That misses.
Okay. Alright. Do you want me to just do those first and then do Lord Oberon?
Whatever you want to do.
For the... Alright. For the one hit for Puck, that's 14.
Excellent.
Okay. Now we'll do Oberon.
Yep.
Uh, 18.
Hit.
18.
Also hit. I feel like I'm playing Battleship. Hit!
You sunk my battleship.
You sunk my battleship.
You sunk my Oberon.
You sunk my Oberon.
So, oh, never mind, I'll do 15, 21,
It'd be interesting if you somehow incorporated battleship into D&D.
25.
25 damage to Lord Oberon.
Ooh.
Oof. You knock the glass of wine out of his hand and you spill it across his shirt.
You don't mess with a librarian who is now completely off whatever Dr. Pepper she had before this whole psychotic dream sequence happened.
He looks peeved.
Yeah, now you know how I feel.
You're
Okay.
Someone heard Dr. Pepper.
So,
You got your first step. Whoa, calm down there.
okay. Okay, so I'm gonna run straight into the center right there.
Okay.
That's it?
Yes.
That's your whole turn?
No, that's
Okay.
okay. So now,
So you can end your turn right there.
okay, so that's my movement,
Charge headstrong in the thick of it and just go. I'm right here, can attack me.
and
Banana.
at a level 4, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So you see within a 15-foot sphere around me.
Okay.
So 15 feet everywhere around me.
Yeah.
You see a like, what would Crow have for spirit gardens? Probably
Soldiers. Or soldiers.
Yeah.
Because he's a general.
True. A bunch of like floating soldiers, like small little soldiers flying around him.
I'm thinking of the tin soldiers.
Attacking anything within that sphere.
Everything within the sphere?
Well, any
or just hostile creatures?
Hostiles.
Okay.
Whenever they start their turn or they enter the sphere, they have to make a wisdom save or and take damage, and their movement is halved while inside the sphere.
Okay.
And then so that was my action.
Where is that centered on?
Me. And it
Centered
follows
on
me.
you. Right.
So that ends my turn.
Okay, excellent. Heather, it's your turn.
Okay. So I will be, for anyone who looks at her and is able to figure her out, usually she's a pretty nice woman. But if you look at her in this moment,
Tackling people.
she looks mad. And she's looking straight at Edmund. And as soon as my turn starts, she will instinctually slip into her celestial form.
Love it.
Her eyes start glowing a bright white, and my wings seem to start having a little bit of a glow to them as well. And I start flying up about 5 feet before heading straight for him. And attack him with my scimitar.
Roll to hit.
You got a D4 to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put Usher in here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
15.
15 hits.
Okay. Well. Okay. $12.
12 damage to Edmund.
Yep.
Ooh.
And you'll notice that my scimitar is likely glowing just from from me.
I love it.
And is causing him radiant damage.
Yes, it is.
So.
And that is a big old ouchie to him.
Ouch.
Speaking of Edmund, it's his turn now. Wisdom saving throw, you said, right, Dan?
Yes.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save is 16.
He fails.
Okay, he takes 4d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
18 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Now that's a lot of
And his movement is halved, so long as he's...
Perfect. He clutches at his head for a second, going, ah! Before he goes and he slashes wildly at you, Cordelia. Whoops. with his
name tags on.
with his long sword. I probably should have. And his long sword swing goes wide, so wide in fact, that he lets go of it on accident, and he sends it
Oh no!
across
Oh,
the
no.
room,
Oh no! Nobody be
and it embeds itself in one of the bookshelves.
Somebody rolled a 1.
How dare thee! That's a bookshelf! Books are precious!
Oh,
What? If I read a book for an hour, I get a new skill and ability.
I care not for your words, wretch.
Only we're allowed to do that.
Hey, only we can badmouth her.
Wait,
This is
Edmund says
over?
that?
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't read the play, so I don't know how I should actually talk as him, so that's what he says.
That's fine.
They're being controlled by Puck.
Yeah.
Oberon stands up from his couch and he points right at you, Danielle.
I'm squished.
And a bolt of fire comes out of his finger right at you. What's your armor class?
11.
He hits you.
Squishy.
Then I was squishy.
He hits you with the bolt
Because
of
you
fire.
didn't know I'm Dragonborn. Apparently my skills got nothing.
You take 10 fire damage.
I'm gonna cast a wall of fire back at you. Punk.
Come at
Light
me.
this whole place on fire.
Allah.
We're gonna burn the whole house down.
I didn't start the fire, but I will end it with fire. Exactly. Burning in my nightmare.
It's now Puck's turn. And Puck scampers off. What a little rascal. And then again, it's Baptista's turn. Baptista needs to make a little saving throw. He succeeds.
Okay, he takes half damage. And his movement is still halved.
Mm-hmm.
Give him some good health.
I kind of want him to hit on this one.
8 points of damage.
Excellent. He also clutches at his head before swinging right at you, Catherine. A 24 hits you, yeah?
Yeah!
Woo! Yay! Happy day.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke whenever you're finished with
Excellent.
what you do.
That's good. That is good. You take 19 damage
Okay.
from his sword as it hits you. Go ahead and make the. Is that a save?
You make a dexterity saving throw
Ooh, a dexterity save.
against a spell save DC of 15.
He fails.
You're gonna take 2d10 fire.
2 damage. Okay.
Yeah, no. 2 damage.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, unfortunately.
It really does. Sometimes
Yeah.
the dice just don't like you.
Usually they like the DM though. It's unfortunate.
Oh my goodness, do they?
So you take 6 points of damage. Fire damage.
Ah!
Furnace.
If you strike me, you are no gentleman.
Ooh. Yeah, you got daddy issues, but so does Hamlet. But I feel more sorry for Hamlet because I mean his dad's a ghost.
It's your full turn now, Michaela.
Hmm?
It's your full
Oh,
turn.
full turn.
Because
Jay,
the
you're
is
up.
not has some self-damage. Yeah, Banquo's father's never
Yeah.
brought up.
No.
So
So he wouldn't be considered a dead or anything like that.
you had some struggles with your dad,
Oh, I should have.
but you don't have to
What?
go up
I
against
should've.
him.
You what?
I should have.
I was like, it'd be funny if I was like, three dads.
I thought about
Wait
it.
a second.
Get an extra D8 on this one.
Wait a second, JR. I'm so sorry. Yes, he is a ghost.
Okay.
We'll talk more about that in a minute.
I'm trying to decide if she would attack him
Okay.
at this
That's
point.
good to know.
How do you do this? Because if he's...
Sorry, I should have been thinking about this.
Oh, are we still waiting for you?
Yeah, it's my turn now. I did the reaction.
If it's a fiend or an undead, it's an extra D8.
We're gonna not attack him since we did the thingy, and we're just gonna do like the. Are there like flames around, like torches?
No flames.
Mm.
It is dark.
So I'm gonna cause like cast thaumaturgy,
Mhm.
kind of half instinctually, rumble of thunder going on in the background, and be like, let's see, we're not doing any kind of like action with this. We're just gonna blow our action. No help action, nothing.
I approve.
I approve of this music.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna say something. I'm trying to figure out what I want to, like, how I want to
Yeah.
phrase it. Like,
You got 5 seconds.
just wanted your love the same as Bianca. That was too hoarse. Let's go. Thunder in the background.
It's too bad you're undeserving.
Woo!
JR, it's your turn.
I don't think he really tells that to you in the story, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he's thinking it.
Alright. Well, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're gonna pop up right over here.
Okay.
And my father is up.
He's 10 feet above you on a bookshelf.
Cool.
Which is as tall as our ceiling.
Cool. That's close enough for javelin range.
You're within javelin range.
No problem.
That's a lot of talk for someone within javelin range.
Meet the sniper.
So, I'm going
Professionals.
to make an attack against him with my javelin, which I think I only have, one of? How many javelins do I have? I don't know.
3. Why not?
Okay. So, first attack.
Ghost Daddy.
That's gonna be nice. That's a 23.
That misses.
Okay.
You almost doubles.
And then, oh boy, we're gonna roll this one.
Just imagine.
Never mind. Okay, that's not gonna be fun. And the other one's a 14.
That also hits.
Oh, they both hit. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's what? D6. So I need this one. I need this one. And for giggles, because that's on the ghostly.
He ghosts.
Then I'll put a first level divine into it.
Ah.
I would like this noted that if at any point it becomes lethal, I am not trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically not. Since he is undead?
Yes.
Okay, that's an extra d8 with the Divine Smite. Okay, that was trash, but we'll work with it.
I thought you didn't really want to hurt him anyways, so.
That was trash.
Are you calling your dad trash or you trash?
That is
Which-
for me to know.
Catherine
And
would-
someone to find out. So that is going to be a total of 15.
You chuck your javelins one after the other at him. Whoo-boom! Whoo-boom! And as the second one passes through him, he shrieks and he floats up towards the ceiling and dissipates. And disappears and vanishes. And you feel overcome with grief at what you have done.
And at long last, rest is silence. And
Plops down on the ground.
I'm thinking about it.
Combat.
In the middle of combat, yep. Mm-hmm.
I will take my final 5 feet of movement, and I'm just gonna move over here, and that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Excuse me. Oberon takes a step down off of his oaken throne, and he walks over right here. And he points his finger, and it crackles. And I need all of you except for Michaela. So there's the four of you to make a dexterity saving throw. As a bolt of lightning crackles out from his palm.
With the D4.
Yeah, everyone has a D4 but me, and then those that are within 10 feet of me
Yes.
get +3 to their...
That's
Is
good.
it if you use it once?
No.
Okay.
Bless is you just have it. So long as he maintains concentration.
Yep, and we'll see how that goes. You don't like that.
That's probably the best
You said this was
I will
Dex?
ever roll.
Yes.
All night.
I feel that.
So I got a 2, I got a +1, and then the +4. So that equals.
That's better.
That's probably one of the highest rolls I've gotten.
If any of you rolled above... raise your hand if you roll, if any of you rolled above a 16. The three of you take 13 damage. Dale, you take 26 damage.
Okay, I gotta roll concentration on my.
Oh, bless.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Which you get a +3 on and a D4.
Yes.
13, so 10.
Hmm?
I have Bless that I also have concentration on.
Yes.
And so I need to...
I lose concentration on my spirit.
Aw,
That was
sadness.
a natural one.
Daniel, when you're ready, it's your turn.
That's such
And Dale, you're up next.
And I got a 14, so you guys still have Bless at the very least. Good.
You're able to hold it together. All together now. All together now. I'm proud of you guys. All three of you rolled it. That's awesome.
25. Wow. It was the best roll of the night for
That's
me.
amazing.
I have a -2 dexterity, so
I'll do it again next turn.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna make sure he's in the spiritual guardians next.
Okay. So I am casting Sickening Radiance.
Okay.
And Oberon is at the center.
Perfect. What's the
30
radius?
foot radius.
Whoo! Does it affect all creatures or just hostile creatures? Or just or specific targets?
It says when a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage.
So all creatures.
That would be all creatures.
Is it all of us?
That's
never
like.
mind.
I mean, you could.
Can I do it a little bit further behind Oberon? Like how?
It's a
far
point
back
that you
from-
can send her anywhere, it says?
It
a point on you
says-
choose?
120 feet range from where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's targeting a creature and it goes from that creature, or just targeting from a point you choose?
A point I choose.
Okay, yes, you can change it to select only Oberon. You can check and select it if you want. You can include Edmund at that range as well if you want. And
Yes.
It can be just like
Sure.
this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Edmund
Both
back.
of them start in the range.
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Well, on their turn, right?
On their turns. Oh, right now though.
Starts its turn there for the first time on a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll make the save right now. What's your spell save DC again?
15.
They both fail.
4d6. 1d10 radiant damage. And suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. This light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll damage, and we'll apply that to them when their turns come around.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right, Dale, it's your turn. What do we
Okay.
do next?
This Oberon guy kind of pissed me off.
Understandable.
So,
I forgot to move popcorn.
and he just threatened to do that again. And so I am going to cast a level 4 guiding bolt at him.
Wonderful. Full send.
Yes. That would be awesome. Okay. That one. Okay. Nope. That's not hitting anyone.
Stop using metal dice.
Okay, fine. Nope.
Oh,
That's a
no.
waste of a 4th level spell.
What'd you get?
A natural 1.
Oh!
Oh.
So I
Wait,
had
do you
a-
have any inspiration?
I used it all.
Trying to save his spirit guardians.
Your guiding bolt goes straight up into the ceiling, and dust settles down, and there's a bit of rumbling.
That's 76 of damage.
Gone just like that. Heather, it's your turn.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit at 3rd level. And I'm going to stick it right here.
Okay.
And and I'm going to use it to heal Danielle.
Okay. And is this your full
11.
turn, Heather?
No, this is just my bonus action.
Okay, gotcha.
11 points. And then with my action, I will once again attack Edmund with my scimitar.
Prince of Narnia.
Hey.
Edmund the Just.
He wasn't very dressed.
He's certainly not here.
Later was,
18.
And I mean, he
That
does
hits.
have a change of heart in this story as well, but it's too late. Unlike the other one where he gets some kind of redemption.
Edmund's one of my favorite characters in Narnia. I love him.
16.
What would you like to do?
So, I want to basically slice at his throat like where I was hung.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You slice at his throat just underneath where his jaw is, masterfully, skillfully. And he looks at you in shock, and he opens his mouth to speak, but all that comes out is a bubble of blood. And then he falls down to the ground
Okay.
and gurgles one last time before being still and silent.
She giggles.
You enjoyed that a bit too much.
You men of stone.
Oh, it was going to be his turn next. That's really disappointing.
I was like, what are men to rocks and mountains? Jane Austen coming in.
Oberon gestures out towards this group, and
Since he's starting his turn,
he starts his turn. Yes, how much damage does he take?
23.
23. Excellent. Thank you. He gestures out towards you, and I need all 5 of you to make an intelligence saving throw.
With a D4. Those that are close enough get the +3.
Oh.
Who's close enough?
If you're within 10 feet of me.
When you are...
I think right now...
Myself and
No one.
Maxwell.
Oh, not me. Totally. But I still get a D4, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Oh, that's 1.
And I think that might be your last use of it.
You said a +3 to.
Yes.
Okay.
+3 and a D4.
Yeah. What? You said intelligence?
Intelligence saving throw.
How smart.
If you got above a 16, raise your hand, please. Wow.
I did not.
JR, you take 15 points of psychic damage, and on all rolls that you must make, you suffer minus 1d6. The rest of you take 15 points of damage and suffer no ill effects.
Okay. Do I need a roll for concentration?
Yes, you do.
15.
Okay.
And so do you. Oh, and that's a point of damage for that roll.
So really, someone needs to start taking care of Hamlet.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Does 15
He says
pass
from the
or
ground.
fail?
It's half the damage.
What's
so
your
you took
D6?
15?
Hmm?
So it would be a 10.
What's your D6?
It would be your
minus.
'cause it's-
Do you want me to roll that, or do you roll that?
So if you roll 10 or higher,
6.
then
Okay. Well, for concentration, that's gonna be a +2, so 22 minus 6. That's still gonna be more than half of. Yeah. So I still maintain concentration on bless.
Okay. Excellent.
We Gucci.
Puck giggles his way over here.
I hate you.
He peeks out from behind a bookcase. He looks right at you, Danielle.
I despise you. I want to go home. I'm done.
Oh, don't worry. We'll send you on your way shortly. Make a dex save.
Ominous.
Danielle.
He has a 6.
Does she have +4?
yeah, at D4.
I mean-
That's on that.
A 9. Oh wait, sorry. I forgot that I have a cloak of protection. Huh. That's a 10.
You take 14 fire damage. As flames wrap around you. It burns, it hurts. You're not doing too well, are you?
Yeah, 6.
6.
Well, when you start your turn, you get healed.
Michaela, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of...
Wait, sorry, just kidding, it's Baptiste's turn. And then it's your turn. My
Yeah.
apologies. He's going to look around in a bit of panic. And he's going to swing wildly at you without much concern for where the strike lands. He misses entirely and looks at you with fear in his eyes.
Destroy him.
I was just kind of let out this, like...
Destroy him.
horror, like this just heart, like this scream that's just all this full of like anger and frustration and bitterness.
Yeah.
She's gonna like go to stab him with her rapier. 17 to hit.
Hits.
16 points of damage. Just rapier through the stomach, just screaming like.
You go full on crazy on this man. You put it straight
Shoot him?
into his stomach. You skewered him.
Basically.
You rip it around a little bit more inside of there before you pull it out, leaving him a bloody mess, and he collapses to the ground.
So much for love.
Empty eyes staring right up at you. Amazing.
Roasted.
JR,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. King Peace is the one that's
Oberon.
messing.
Lord Oberon.
Okay.
He doing some bad stuff to you.
Yes.
I
and
think
I
you're
don't
making like
like
a Spider-Man reference, and I was like, wait.
With great power comes great
it.
responsibility.
Oh, that's King Pet.
What?
That's Uncle Ben.
Is it what?
Yeah,
Who's
with
King
great
Ben?
power comes great responsibility. That's
No,
Uncle
no,
Ben.
no. Like, you said King Peace, and I was thinking Spider-Man. And then I was
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was like, what?
like,
Wait
sorry,
a
I didn't
minute.
mean to distract us. Please continue.
Okay. I'm gonna start by skirting around my friends. I would like to go up to Mr. King Peace.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Reminder, I am up in the air.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Oh,
I am
okay, so I
flying.
wouldn't need to skirt around. I didn't realize.
No.
I forgot that you were in the air.
You get to him either way.
Yeah. This time, though, I have a little extra movement. So,
Oh, I like to move.
I will...
You have 2 more squares.
Yeah. I have swords. A sword. I will use said sword.
Eric.
I will... but I can't do that because that's concentration and I don't want to lose bless. So, okay. So, I'm just gonna use my attacks. That's gonna be I believe that's +8? +7. 22.
You hit!
And 23.
That also hits. Surprisingly.
And alright. Can't use that one. And then for giggles, we're gonna put a couple of Divine Smites into these. So those are the attacks. We're gonna put in a level 1 Divine Smite, and then for the other one, we'll put in another level 1 Divine Smite. Because most of my spells are concentration.
This is the game of concentration. No repeats.
I hate that.
Okay, this was decent. This was
Category
decent.
is Shakespeare.
Okay. 18, 6. 34 points.
Wow!
Nice. With both strikes.
Mm-hmm. He stumbles backwards at your attacks, and he snarls at you. He is upset, angry. He's upset. He's spaghetti.
And so am I. I've got nothing to lose.
And I'm going to need you to make a dex save as he casts a spell at you, and the air around the both of you gets cold.
Okay.
Cold.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. Heather, you're gonna need to make this save as well, please.
You
As
get
is
that
he.
D4.
Which kind of save?
Dexterity save, please.
My last inspiration. I don't
My
know if I will roll that one.
last inspiration.
I will use this. Do not forsake me. You forsook me!
Oh no.
That's gonna be a 7.
You failed.
17.
You succeed.
Or sorry, 16, but still.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let me add the
Oh
damage
my
up.
goodness. I totally missed this. I'm supposed to have 13 AC plus my modifier. Wow, I'm not as squished, guys.
Heather, you take
How did I miss
13 damage. JR, you take 26 damage.
26.
26
Okay.
damage.
I no longer look very good.
Okay.
However,
Well, you never
for the-
did.
Wow. That's something I would expect from her. Okay, so you said 26, half that, 13. Constitution rolled a total of a 17, so we still have blessed
You
by
still have blessed.
some miracle.
Danielle, it's your
that's right.
turn. Dale, you're up next.
Okay.
So we have an extra D4 on attacks. That's
You'll
nice.
notice that Cordelia is not looking good either.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so it's my turn and I get healed?
Yeah,
Is it-
when you roll it for you.
Okay. Ooh. Five. Okay, so I am going to use Quicken Spell on
Mm-hmm.
why won't it open? Okay, so I'm gonna use Quicken Spell on Witch Bolt so that I can. That's a bonus action, so I still have another action.
Excellent.
Yep. Beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range. Actually, I need to move.
You're at Oberon or Puck?
Actually, I think I could hit Puck.
Yeah, you can hit Puck.
Yeah, I can hit Puck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, I wasn't sure, and then no,
He hits
I
you,
am.
so you
Because
can-
I was like, yeah, okay, all right. On a hit, the target takes a 1d12, so I need to roll to hit. It's a 1.
Oh.
Wait, I have inspiration. I forget. I've only used it like twice.
Reroll that.
Please.
And hope you don't roll another one.
14
14
to hit.
To hit Puck.
Which is probably no.
So you do not hit him. I'm
No.
sorry.
Did you
Did
add
you
a
add
D4?
D4?
Did you add a D4 to that?
No.
Add your D4.
What's your D4? Quick.
17.
You still don't hit him. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Whoa.
How does he have a higher one than his own king?
Dale, it's your turn.
Okay.
Wait, but that was my bonus action.
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Because I cast it as a quicken spell.
My apologies. Yes, you still have your full turn then.
Yes, I still have my full turn. So, I picked Jim's magic missile.
I love it.
Yep. I create 3 twisting, whistling, hypoallergenic, gluten-free darts of magical force. Each dart targets a creature of your choice. Oh darn, 3.
And each dart goes to Puck if you want all 3 to go to Puck.
Sweet. I am so pissed at Puck. I'm done. Okay. Okay.
Just Incorporated is an amazing book.
Alright, so. Alright. One of them is a 19.
Hit.
One of them is a dirty 20.
Hit.
And one of them is an 18.
Also hit.
Okay. So. That's 6d4. Okay. That is 14.
14 to Puck.
Mm-hmm.
You smack Puck with 3 hypoallergenic, gluten-free magic missiles. Boom, 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 one after the other, and he recoils at it and shrieks.
Come at me, bro, next time.
Dale.
Okay. Bonus action. Mass healing word.
Cast
Yes, I'm going to cast it. There's a 60-foot radius from me, and I'm assuming I'm within 60 feet of all of my friends.
all of you.
And so, and there's 5 of us, so we all get healed.
Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, I will roll that.
Eventually.
Eventually. It's not much healing, but it's 5 points of healing to everyone.
I'll take it.
5 points of healing to everyone.
Yeah, it's something.
It's something.
What was the dice that you rolled for that?
A D4. It's 1d4 plus 4. I rolled a 1.
I feel that.
And then, not for
You're the
mass.
master.
Well, my rules for
Yeah.
master.
Healing word is not as powerful. Anyway, so, and then, that was a bonus action.
Yep.
Action will be good old fashioned guiding bolt. Towards. I will do Oberon.
Okay.
And that would be it. I'll do
Roll
that
it.
at second level. Yeah, it's going to hit with a. That's like a 25 to hit.
that does in fact hit.
Okay, sweet. So, second level, that's 5d6
The mic.
damage.
Should have done that electric drummer.
Some ASMR for them.
Okay.
Not some great ones.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, Dale?
That's 20 points of damage to him, and the next attack roll made against him has advantage.
You send this guiding bolt, and it strikes Oberon right in the forehead. So hard, in fact, he falls down, and he drops... he's not holding anything. Just kidding. He doesn't drop anything.
Because he already dropped the wine glass earlier.
He does. He dropped the wine glass earlier. In fact, his wine-stained shirt... He falls down, and he raises a hand above his head, like out towards Hamlet, and he cries out. He goes, "Puck! Save me!" And Hamlet, you go and you raise your sword above your head, and you go to strike down on top of him. And right as you're getting close to connecting, you cannot move. Everybody, you cannot move. You're still. You cannot move yourselves.
What is this magic?
And Oberon starts laughing, and he stands up, dusting himself off. And he goes, "Ha! Ha! You thought it would be so easy. Your entertainment has been valuable. Thank you, one and all." And he goes, "Fuck, send them on their way." And you all, your eyes go dark and you see nothing. And Danielle, you're suddenly standing exactly where you are inside of your own library, in the exact spot. You're standing back at the Shakespeare aisle, and you're looking down at the pile of books at your feet, and you feel something heavy in your pocket, and you reach in your pocket and you pull out a gold coin from earlier. And as you look at it, you almost hear a voice in your head. "If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream."
I'm totally laying off Dr. Pepper for the rest of my life. I'm going home. I don't even care about these books. I'm done.
And so we end for the night. Thank you all for coming and joining, and for playing with us
Thank
Be
you.
all well.
in our Shakespeare's Night Dream.
Fair they win.
Nice.